And we are live.
Anyways, hey, question is, yeah, it's a natural, I guess, for me.
Closer.
First timers.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Came out with like a rock or something?
Fuck no, I'm not that.
Cruel.
Yeah. Not like you. I know they stay in there when it's 100 degrees outside.
Jeez.
Heck no.
SPCA, if you're watching.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if it's recording on Facebook first.
So how do you get it to go to different? So what all are you streaming on?
Facebook and YouTube, and we're live. Yeah.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. So if you see the broadcast right now, go ahead and share it.
We should have hit the food. It looks like.
I'm gonna put it right here on this side, opposite side. Can you see it, Annabelle?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, make you listen is live now.
Yeah. Go ahead and share that for your boy. You don't want to share it, dude?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
You don't want to hear. All right. So we have a special episode today. I have a special guest.
Why do you sound so good? And I sound. So
I think it's the microphone.
I'm gonna have to share with you.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So we have Jeysen Martinez in the building. Going to talk about what it was like growing up. Oh,
And the dogs.
his dogs are coming in.
They smell the food.
Yeah, they can smell the food. So we have the Five Guys burgers and the Smash burgers here. So I'm pretty sure they're hungry.
They were made at 3 p.m. today, so imagine that.
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. Let's see. We have 4 viewers. Are you one, Edible?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, we don't have a public.
The own guest is actually watching the podcast instead of being in the podcast.
All right, well, let's start with the intro first, and we can see where to start from there, where we can go for them, basically. And we're back. As you can tell, there's some people in the background. You know, we got Jeysen's older brother Annabelle in the building. We have his significant other as well as his 2 children.
His partner.
His partner in life. The love of his life.
Is it a man or is it a woman? What do you identify as now? Is that politically correct to talk on your podcast?
Yeah. All right, guys. So we have a pretty much like a taste test for the first hour. We're gonna see what's good with either Five Guys or what's the other one? Smash Burger.
See, I have had 5 Guys, not Smash Burger.
Okay, so which one's which?
But you got the works on it. Unfortunately, half of that shit I pick off.
Really?
Yeah, but I'll still try it.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't even know what was the basic. They just asked me what would you like on it, and I was like, I don't even know. I was like, just put lettuce, tomato, and everything. He's all like, all right. So we got. Let's do it.
Do you want to try burger first or fries first?
Let's try the fries first. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this. Which was
They have names on them.
Oh yeah. This one doesn't. So that one's Smash Burger.
No,
5
Guys.
5 Guys was freaking expensive. I don't know. Let's
go ahead.
Let's see what they're about. We're testing out the fries first. Let's see how this goes.
We got to hear the munching sounds too. Zoom in. You want to hear it come down your throat.
Dude, I should have.
Right.
We should have gotten drinks.
Before, but
we don't even have drinks, dude. We're eating them. We don't have drinks. Things going down rough.
It's like a Popeye's biscuit, dude.
Yeah, like it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. What do you think about? What do you think about it?
We need water.
We need water. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
What?
I've had these before, so I know what they taste like.
Oh, okay.
Very similar to Wingstop, but a little spicier.
Really? They're spicy? I don't think they're spicy.
They went hard with the Cajuns or the Tonys. That's what they put on there. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Okay. Yeah. Because they did ask, would you like some Cajun sauce? And I was like, yeah, fucking throw it in there. I like the thickness of it. A little spongy. I like that. I'm not gonna knock it.
It's too potatoey. You know, like some fries, you can like open them and they're kind of hollow.
Yeah.
Not those.
Not those.
Kind of like steak fries. You know, steak fries are extra thick.
Oh yeah. I mean, what would you rate it? 1 out of 10.
Me personally, like a 2.
A 2?
Yeah. Well, what are you comparing it to?
Well, I don't know. I'm comparing it to all the other fries I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I had the basic Whataburger, McDonald's. So I'm really comparing.
Yeah, these were
those.
2. I was just too starchy in my opinion.
I think they're pretty good. Put some tahini on.
Can we send?
He put some tahini on their fries. Try it out.
Maybe we can get some water.
We need some water up in here. And then we'll go downstairs.
It's in the pantry if you want to get them. Just 2 waters, please. Or 1. And you can get your Rice Krispie. All right. So, try the smash burger. These look very plain.
So you rated it? I'm rated a 7 though. That's how much they came with. That's how much they came with.
Yeah, what you paid for. They got you. They got you good.
Show the camera right there. Like that's kind of dumb.
They made their money off.
Yeah, they made the money off of me. They're like sucker. Like you could tell he's a newbie. He's never been here before.
I like that. How you can read that.
Yeah, I told you. You're able to read that through comments on Facebook, YouTube, and so far we only got people on YouTube.
So let me try these. I actually ate Chick-fil-A before we set this up, so Chick-fil-A fries are pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty good. I like the thickness.
Oh. Way better.
Right? They are pretty good.
It's the seasoning for me. That's what it is.
I don't know, man.
Those are like almost like Jack in the Box fries.
Yeah.
Because they have the little potato skins and all that shit. Damn.
They're thinner. No. Oh, we are choking.
I'm dying here. Excuses why we drink water.
Yeah. We're really just like winging it.
Oh my god.
Here you go.
Sorry, guys. The dogs have entered.
All right.
That was a whole lot of movement.
All right. So I will give these a 5.
5?
Yeah. Cool. They were supposed to be guests, but they're upset that they're not.
They were supposed to be. Yeah. Well, you said a 5 on this one?
Yeah. I wouldn't see burger places like this. To me, they're like the last option.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, what's your go-to option then?
Probably Whataburger.
Yeah, I agree.
Lately, it sucks. I have a theory that they changed the bun and it tastes shittier because it gets soggy now. By the time you pick it up and open it, it's soggy as hell and it's disgusting. But yeah, I think Whataburger.
I would say,
I would say Jack in the Box. That's the best one.
Really?
But it's not my go-to because it's greasy as hell.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're gonna have a heart attack right after.
I feel like throughout the years, a lot of burger places have changed their recipes a lot. Like for some reason, I feel like McDonald's doesn't taste the same as it was like 10 years ago. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah. Like we know for a fact that Jack in the Box has changed everything.
Oh, big time
Maybe
buns.
maybe they kept the patties, but even the size got smaller.
Yeah.
Only ones that actually think stayed the same size as Whataburger,
Whataburger.
and
Burger King.
Burger King. Yeah,
Burger
those things
King.
are huge.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Burger King. I would go with Burger King. The Texas Double Whopper never disappoints.
All right, so if I rate it low, it's because these burgers have pickles. I'm a plain and dry kind of guy, and yes, McDonald's fries are the best in my opinion.
That's what
I
Jenna
always
said.
play this game with myself, not with myself, but with people. No, where basically I asked them like, if you can make the best combo, basically pulling from cheeses, breads, patties of all the restaurants, how would you build that burger? The burger that you
the perfect burger.
the perfect
Like, okay,
burger based
build
on
the
all
perfect
the
burger.
restaurants.
I feel like the Texas Double Whopper for me is the best one.
No, but you got to build it.
Oh, if I gotta
You
build
gotta
it?
replace it. Like for example, I would use like Jack in the Box patties, but with McDonald's cheese, because that McDonald's cheese is good. You know what I
There
mean?
is something
And then
about
the
that cheese.
bread from like the sourdough Jack bread.
Mhm. Oh man, the
is
sourdough
awesome.
Jack bread.
I
Yeah.
still remember he used to give us free Jack in the Box. He worked there. He used to work at. Jack
I
in the
used to
Box.
work at Jack in the Box. They have some crazy stories from when I used to work
My
there.
friends would raid Ricky for those mango smoothies.
I would give him the manager discount. I remember every Saturday night.
You would put mango smoothies in unauthorized containers. Like the drinks, you're not supposed to put them in there.
Yeah, I was like, screw it. You guys are bougie.
We would go in there like, hey, is Ricky working tonight? I'll be coming from like main event or something and just pull in. And as soon as he saw us, he's like, fuck.
I knew I had to give away free food. And that same day, I would probably use my manager discount like twice already. I was like, screw it. They're my boys.
No, he would make everything like custom, like shit that wasn't even on the menu. We like,
Yeah.
make this, put it on that.
And I'll be like, hey, you guys want something that some other guys didn't pay for? They're like, yeah, throw it in there. Like, fuck it.
Did you eat before you came, or you haven't eaten?
I don't know. I ate like one pizza.
All right, before these burgers get any soggier.
Yeah. This one's this one's Five Guys.
Yeah, this is Smash Burger.
That's Smash Burger.
uses some kind of crazy bun. It's like a butter bun or brioche.
That actually looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
Butter bun, yeah.
Something.
Well, I mean, have you guys ever tried out Five Guys or Smash Burgers? If you have, go ahead and drop your comments. See which one you like the best. Rosa said Wingstop fries are the best. I tried them. They weren't that good, Rosa. I'm sorry. My sister put the mango smoothies from Jack in the Box.
Wingstop has the best fries.
Really?
But you gotta get that watery ass ranch.
Well, oh yeah, they do have watery ranch.
That's my favorite ranch.
Yeah, you can drink that shit.
Yeah, it's like so runny.
Yeah, it's runny. It's the
It's
best.
so runny.
It's like gets in your fingertip.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to suck your fingertip to get it out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this Five Guys burger. I got it with lettuce, tomato, and all the goods. I don't know.
I promised
Apparently
my
you have to
dogs the
build it.
leftovers, so don't eat it all.
Huh?
I promised my dogs some of the leftovers.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, this would have been rough without water. I gotta admit. Yeah, I want to try the fries. No, yeah, we just try one each. No, okay.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's not the best, but pretty good.
There's this place in Mount Bellevue that you can actually go and make your own burger. And,
Burger Barn, no?
No, it's called Al's Crazy Burger or something like that.
Never
And
heard
you
of
can
it.
actually pick what bread you want.
Mm.
On the burger, you pick like Hawaiian bread, wheat bread.
Damn.
Where's this
And then
at?
all the
Subway?
condiments are all fresh.
Do they rate you with the prices though, since you're making everything
it's
custom?
pretty good, and everything's fried. Like they have like
Let's get you over here.
you can pick curly fries.
All right, everybody, let's give him a hand clap. We got Aníbal Martinez in the building.
He had to get his makeup done, and
Get a little bit closer, dude. He's your brother. No muerde.
all right,
No, like I was saying, that place right here in Mount Bellevue, you can go in there and then pretty much you pick the burger that you want with the condiments and everything's fresh, and they sell like fresh homemade smoothies.
Have you tried Willie's Burgers in Beaumont, Texas? The one that has the
Walmart?
Airstream truck.
Yeah, the one that had that little walking little trailer,
Dude,
old school from the
amazing.
70s.
Every time I go to Lake Charles,
Yeah.
if you're ever on the way to Lake Charles or Louisiana or casino or whatever, in Beaumont, type in Willie's Burgers, won't disappoint.
Really?
It's so old school. They still wear the little paper hats.
Yeah,
And
they
shit.
wear like the
What?
paper hats,
Yeah.
and then like
And then
you go inside.
They have
it's
an
like a
Airstream
little-
trailer,
it's
and
an
then you can go inside and sit in that trailer. It's old school.
It's old school.
Yeah, they got that old school 70s theme.
Mhm. You ever seen that 70s show? What's that burger place in that 70s show? Clown Burger or something like that. That's what it looks like.
Junior said, "What's up, Indio? Calling you up by the crew names."
Insiders.
Insiders, yeah. You wouldn't understand.
You feeling better?
Huh?
I said, Junior, I bet he's feeling better. He was dying, dude. He was in his death there.
Oh, on that microphone, you have to speak up a little bit closer.
They did the remedy where they rubbed an egg on them,
Yeah.
fixed them.
Oh,
right up.
yeah. The ojo.
Yeah.
He got ojo.
La barriera.
You got it. We're happy to hear that the egg worked.
We're happy to know that Junior's okay. Le dieron la limpia.
Yeah, y'all pray for my boy though. All right, let me try it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to ask you, but
All right.
you didn't look like you wanted to put up a fight.
Okay.
All right. So this is
Can
Five
I'm gonna
Guys.
take out the tomatoes.
Yeah,
They
go
look-
ahead and
they
take it
look- they
off,
look
man.
sad. And
Yeah, those tomatoes are soggy.
Junior said, "Yeah, I got 2 shots on my ass cheek twice from the Mexicans, so it works."
You gotta take those antibiotics from Mexico. dude.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
XL
hey,
pills.
Junior.
Oh man, dude, those things are-
you don't forget, stay drinking that nopalina twice a day. You'll be feeling good. Rock hard. That was 5 guys, right?
Yeah, that was 5 Guys. What do you think?
You want to bite?
Nah, I'm good. I already know. I'm
How
more
do
of
you
the
already
I'm
know?
more of the Five Guys guy.
More of a 5 Guys? Really?
Literally 5 guys.
What's your favorite burger joint?
The burger joint.
Favorite? Man, dude, I'm more of like I like the burgers to be like homemade. Like,
You know, all homemade burgers taste the same because everybody buys the same fucking buns from the store.
yeah. And then you gotta add that. You know how like the Mexicans put like the jamon and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a torta, fool.
That's a torta.
No, but anyways, do you ever had the theory where like when you make homemade burgers that you can eat a fuck ton more than you can if you
Oh
go
fuck yeah, dude! Like I
Yeah.
could eat like 3 of them for some reason.
and I'm over here pounding them and then you eat one of these and you're like, fuck,
That's kind of weird. Do you think it's all the shit they put in there? I don't know.
it has to be.
Dude,
It's the grease.
It's a grease, yeah, like
My
leftover grease.
my mom, she used to make them, and like she would always make like the patties, and she would make them like we were big boys, you know. So she would make like the big old patties, dude, and then we'll sit there and eat a bunch. Like I could easily put down like 4,
That's what I'm
Four-
saying. You can eat 4
Damn,
homemade
dude.
ones, but then
And
and
that's
they're
like-
bigger than this shit.
and then that's like double meat too.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I remember that because we made home burgers before, and I'm even questioning myself, like, dude, I'm eating so much. Like, is this even right? Like, I'd be eating like 4 burgers if it was at a restaurant joint. But
Okay, well, you didn't want to try it. No, okay. Either way, see, Five Guys tastes different because it's all built to order, right? You have to say, "Give me this, give me that."
Yeah.
because the add-ons are separated.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
the price, either you get regular meat, that, and cheese. That's standard, but then you have to pick and choose.
Yeah, but they don't actually
How
charge
was
you
this?
for
'Cause
lettuce and tomatoes. and
I've
stuff
never
like
been
that.
to this one, so how was the ordering process for that?
It was pretty easy. It was simple. As soon as you go in there, it gives you the menu. It gives you like their signature burger that they're mostly known for. So I was like, give me that one right there. So she's all like, okay, cool. Anything else? You want a fries and a drink? I'll take fries. Okay, cool. No drink. And I feel like it was a lot easier than this because he was all like, would you like some toppings on it? And I was like, oh, dude.
He saw the price for the Five Guys, and he was like, no drink.
They raised his eyebrows at him like,
They saw him coming. They were
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been really like homemade hamburgers taste basic, but
Mhm.
I went to Junior's Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
And he made hamburgers on that Blackstone.
Yeah.
And something about that Blackstone, like I guess it keeps the fat and shit. and he bought the cheapest patties on earth. You know, he did.
Is that right, Judy? About the cheapest?
No, but I would say that they were the cheapest, but they tasted the best.
Really?
And I guess it was like 50% fat and meat. You know,
Yeah.
it's usually like 70, 30, whatever. But
Okay.
they were good.
No, he got down. On
Yeah,
the
those were
burger. I
good.
don't know what he did, but
I think it was the Blackstone because when you cook them on a grill, all that shit falls to the bottom.
that leftover.
Yeah, the
recipe
leftover. Yeah,
things,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, just-
The other day, remember one time we tried to cook burgers at your house and we fucked it up.
What happened?
We were cooking for a whole party and we were there trying to like cook frozen patties. It was
Yeah.
horrendous.
it
The fucking
was
pit
like-
was on fire.
I had to get together, and it was like people were coming, and it was like 30 minutes before people started showing up. I decided to light up the grill.
Yeah.
So I'm over there trying to rush everything, and like the patties are like falling and all. It was bad.
That is like the worst mistake I've done too. Like I turned it on like last minute,
Yeah.
and next thing I know, I realized like I'm out of propane, and I'm like, fuck, like there's people here already. I was like,
I'm the worst of that because like I'll set like a time frame, like everybody shows up at 5, and man, everybody's punctual, and then maybe like
hungry.
4:45.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
starting to barely set up.
no.
Like the
Oh.
worst.
Junior said, I make some bomb burgers, Indio and Sasquatch. Try them and tore them up like 4 a piece.
That's what I said.
That's the one you guys are talking about
Yeah.
then.
I don't know where you got those patties. It was a white box that said burger on it. That's all it said. No,
Probably one of
brand,
those
no
White
barcode,
Castle
no
patties.
brand, no brand, no barcode.
No brand.
They fell off the truck in that morning.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
try this one.
Yeah, go ahead and try Smash Burger.
So the thing is with smash burgers, obviously the patties are like little meatballs, right? And they
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they press them
smash.
down.
yeah, hence the name. See, look.
Smash Burger.
Ew.
You like onions?
Nah, I picked-
Oh. Yeah, I dropped meat earlier too.
Oh, dude, that's juicy.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me try this.
You know that there's one place that I've never tried, and
What's-
that's Wendy's. I've never had Wendy's.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a.
It's not the best.
But everybody, that's what everybody says. It's like
It's not the
you ain't
best.
missing much.
It's mediocre at best, but mediocre at best.
If you
but
want
it's not-
heartburn, go get you a baconator.
Yeah.
Instant heartburn.
The baconator, like you
Comes with-
taste-
comes with-
you only taste the bacon, literally.
That's a good burger, dude.
Let me
I've
try
never
this.
had smash burger, but
Smash Burger right here.
it's cheaper and it's juicier. I can contest to that.
Oh yeah.
And
Mm,
that's more flavor
it's
too.
it's double meat.
And
That's
that's
why.
even meat. Even meat that I
Mhm.
took off all that shit. Can I cuss on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if Calvario was watching. They're part of the.
This is really good.
Junior's over here. Just FYI, them patties were the cheapest from Walmart.
Hey,
That GV.
I don't
Yeah, they
know.
were good, dude.
They were good, dude. I would go to that. I'm gonna have you cook the burger patties for my Super Bowl party next year. Bring the Blackstone. I only have one. Dude, that's good. I like it. I would
This is really good.
if it was hot. I don't know if y'all know this, but they're stone cold. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I was like literally on Highway 6 about to turn over here. Next thing I know, I'm like, I wonder how far the burger joints are. And I thought you told me they were like literally down
Yeah,
the street.
they're-
Yeah, they are. But I should have thought about it first. Like I should have just gotten them first. And I was like, God dang, now I have to go back over there, which didn't really take me long. The only thing that sucked is that they both didn't have a drive-through. So I was like, God, I have to get off.
That's annoying.
I have to get off.
Interact with people.
Yeah, I was like, ah,
It's like
dude.
yesterday I went to the gas station and you put the card and then it says please see cashier. I'm like, fuck. We can
Dude.
get out of here.
Drive away.
Drive away.
That's like a negative for me. I was like, nope. Like
Mhm.
another gas station.
What is
Um,
it? Just people don't like talking to people nowadays.
I just don't like to interact with people. I'd rather just
Mm-hmm.
swipe or just go on my day. Just
Dude,
if I
I've been
you already read that
shaky all
comment.
day. You see that? Ooh,
Why?
I don't know.
Low blood
I
sugar.
No, I was mowing the lawn. I guess constant vibration
Oh, okay.
or video games.
You're nervous.
No, I'm good.
You're starstruck. You're being.
I'm excited for the UFC fight. Hopefully, y'all are watching it
Who's fighting, by the way?
because You know, when people ask me that question, I throw out names, and I know for a fact they don't know who the fuck they are. You know, it's like, oh, like, no offense, but when the twins ask me, like, hey, who's fighting? I'm like, you're wasting my time asking me to tell you. Because you don't know. They only know two things: Conor McGregor and the guy who looks like Conor McGregor. Is McGregor fighting today? No, he hasn't fought in 3 years.
Yeah, last time he fought,
Oh,
he
that
broke.
guy looks like him. He has a chest tattoo. I'm like, yeah, they all do.
They all do. Yeah, literally. Yeah, isn't he coming back though?
We'll see.
He looks pretty built now.
Mm-hmm. I would. So for this burger, I would give that, if it was fresh, probably, and I was really hungry, probably like an 8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A good 8. That was pretty good. And it was double meat too.
Is that one double meat too?
No, it was just a single.
No, it's a double meat too?
It is a double meat. Holy crap! Yeah, that double meat's better. You taste it a lot more. Well, your dogs have food now.
Yeah. About that time to eat. But that was good. We have determined the smash. This is actually my episode. I recommended this on one of the comments.
One of the comments. Yeah, he said like we should do a smash burger versus Five Guys because they're competitive or something like that. Something similar to that.
So if y'all want to empty y'all's pockets, go to Five Guys.
Yeah,
It's guaranteed cardiac arrest with that thing. And the thing is, you see the bag?
Heartburn.
No,
Heartburn, yeah.
That bag is almost clear. It's so greasy because I don't know if you know this, but they throw the fries in the bag and then they throw the cup in there. Like, you fucking put them in the cup, bitch. You know?
God.
You know that?
No, oh, I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Five Guys or
Five Guys. They put like 3 fries in here,
and the rest in the bag?
bag.
Okay.
So the bag is like super greasy.
Oh, that's why I could see through it.
They're not stingy with their fries, though.
Yeah.
So,
You don't have to
bag.
order one. Don't be a dumbass and order 2
Two.
fries. You just order one and they'll give you enough.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna try smash burgers. I always pass it up. It's in a real like hidden location.
Yeah,
it's kinda
I passed it up actually. I was like, where the fuck is this place at? I was like, oh shit, it's a big old sign that says smash. I was like, okay, that's it right there.
So what are these little wheels for?
That controls some of the microphones and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Did you have an itinerary?
A what?
An itinerary for conversations?
Honestly, man, I did actually. Give me 1
I
second.
figured you would have one because my girl asked me, she's like, so what are you gonna talk about? I'm like, well, he's this podcast.
Okay. So question for you two guys. What type of childhood would you guys say you had growing up?
I think I would personally say we probably had, not to be like, how would you say, biased, but I think our generation had the best childhood. Not just my personal childhood.
Like everybody else's around that
Everybody's,
time?
because we grew up without the technology, so we were forced to be out there. But yeah, we still, at the end of it, we got the technology. We saw the, video games get better or whatever, and then stuff like that,
Yeah.
Yeah, we grew up playing video games. And
Dude.
To us, that was everything.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
The graphics were like immaculate.
Our imagination rolled wild because of the stuff that we used to do. Like we used to play outside.
Even music was big. Every time a song would come out, I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, man, Spotify has kind of taken the joy of listening to a song.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, you would waste $15 to listen to one song.
Yeah.
Someone's album. Like, I wanted to listen to Sierra's song on O.
Yeah.
I had to buy that shitty ass album just to listen to it. And none of the songs sucked. Oh, they all sucked, I mean.
Dude, I remember that
It was a
perfectly,
waste of
actually.
money.
Because even now, like when you mention Spotify, I feel like I go on there and I have no idea what to even listen to.
Yeah,
anymore.
it's like endless, and you're like,
yeah.
which, I mean, it's pretty legit. It would have been badass to have it back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, but it takes all the magic away from it.
But
And
yeah, that's what I feel like contributed to our childhood is that we I don't know. I mean, we experienced the cool stuff. We saw the generation change from, like, how would you say,
Going
like,
into
actually,
that technology. We didn't have cell phones.
we didn't have cell phones.
no, we had to read the air freshener while we were taking the dump. There was no TikTok.
I remember when we were
Looking at shampoo bottles, learning the chemicals and the way it's
The
made.
head and shoulders.
Interesting.
we didn't we grew up. We didn't really ask for permission to go anywhere.
Dude,
We just-
yeah.
we
No,
took
dude, we just
off.
ran
And then my
wild.
mom just would say, "Just don't get home too late,"
Yeah.
And we show up, and it'd be like on a Tuesday. We show up like at 8 p.m. Take a shower, go to school.
And our bikes. We
Ride-
ran
we
wild,
ride our-
dude.
We would ride our bikes everywhere.
Yeah, I
we
remember
were
that.
crazy kids. We'll be like, it was funny because I was thinking about we used to have these friends that live kind of like near us, and we would go to his house, but there'll be kids in that area, and then we'll show up and we'll just say hi to some guy or like a guy there, and we'll just make friends instantly. Like, hey, what are you doing, dude? And like, oh, I'm building a fucking clubhouse. We're like, oh, really? Well, let's help you. Remember that? We used to just kids with tools and shit, fucking stealing people's stuff off their.
I'll grab my dad's tools from his truck, and then we would use them to build clubhouses, and then we'd steal all his material.
Yeah.
And then we would just go to the woods, like deep in the woods, bro, and then just build clubhouses.
Yeah.
God, clubhouses. Where
It
were
was
these
badass.
at?
We even had like a little pissing station and everything.
Pissing
You know,
station?
yeah, we had this
Little bucket.
we had the sandbox, you know, the turtle one that was. You know what I'm talking about? The sandbox.
And that thing was back there for years.
Yeah, we put it back there and be like, that's where we pissing shit over there. It's true.
Oh God, hey, we're
You remember that? That was our sanctuary back in the day.
Hey, Annabelle, on the microphone, you're gonna have to get really close, like really close
You
with
gotta
that one.
swallow it. Put it like,
No, my wife said like I think his mic's off.
oh,
It's not off. You just have to talk really close to it. Like I have it like he has it close to his mouth.
the thing
It's clean, dude. Don't worry.
Okay, I said how
It's
many people's
sanitizer,
mouths
though.
spit
Yeah,
out
yeah,
shit?
it's
Are you in
sanitized.
here just like boxing on it? Like,
Yeah, like a rapper, like hold it real close.
all right. Yeah, dude. I honestly, it was cool. I mean, we had neighborhood friends. The lights, as soon as like they said, the street lights came
Yeah,
on.
that
I'll go
meme
home.
is legit. Like it couldn't get realer than that.
Yeah, we
because-
know we were almost like kind of late when we were going home and it was dark. We're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
we didn't have watches. We just knew like once the lights on, we gotta
I
go.
remember that one time we were at my house, we were playing video games, and then remember Eduardo would always spend the night,
Yeah,
and then one time your parents were picking you up late, and then you weren't allowed to spend the night, remember?
yeah.
And then that time it took a little bit late, and then you were so happy because you were like, dude, I'm gonna spend the night for the first time. Like, you were so excited.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, sure enough, or he's already like his shoes are off and everything. He's comfy.
Like comfy.
Dad pulls up, and the mom, Ricky, vámonos. He's like, fuck. He grabs his shoes, storms off office.
Pissed off,
We're like later, Big Rick.
yeah. My parents were very strict. They wouldn't let me stay the night at their house. Even we were young. I guess they didn't know what shenanigans we were gonna get into. I don't know.
Oh, because they knew you were gonna stay at my house. They knew I was a bad kid.
He was.
Like
he
a-
was
like-
known as the neighborhood troublemaker. Like they saw that little dude in his jean shorts running around, and they knew they were up to something.
Yeah, like his mom was always like he's no good.
He's no good.
No good. He had a little travieso face, you know, a little.
Well, see, every time I used to think about it, like, dang, Annibal's gonna come over, like, get everything fragile out of the way because like
Let
you
me
knew
ask
was
you
gonna
this. Let
break
me ask you
something.
this. We didn't know how we reflected on other people's families. How did your family view this little guy?
What do you mean?
Like, how did they view as your friend Annabelle? Like, oh, he's a good
You know
kid.
what? My mom actually thought Annabelle was a good kid. You know, he meant well. She never told me like not to hang out with him or anything like that. She was always like, you know, you guys grew up together, you're best friends. Hopefully you will grow old together too, like see each other growing up. And sure enough, here we are,
Yeah.
like freaking 20 years later, almost 30 years later. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy to say right now is that I've been knowing these two since they were like what 3 years old and him like 6 years old.
Yeah, I think we knew each other like in pre-K.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
cut
dude.
my umbilical cord, didn't you?
I was but
He's
yeah,
like, he's like speechless. He's like, fuck.
like what the hell? Like, what are you talking about?
You were there. Remember that face.
But yeah, dude.
All right, so that's what I would say. My childhood was the best, just because we were forced to make friends. We didn't have to sit inside, and it was sad. It was sad because when it was Sunday and you were riding your bike home and the lights were dim. I mean, it was getting dark.
Yeah.
You knew it's sucky because you had to go back to school.
The next day, like fuck
You're like, I'm
school.
not done having fun. You know, it's like bullshit. I hated it. I actually it's like the closest I ever felt to depression was that.
Was the next day of school?
Yeah, like my friends leaving and you get that reality, you're just all alone and this
Like-
guy's over there dicking around. And you're like, well, there goes the weekend. We lived for the weekends back in the day.
And
Right?
like all our friends, they would always come spend the night at our house.
Yeah.
Because it was Friday, Saturday. You know when you're like with somebody and then they
Yeah,
just
they
like
would get-
leave like that. It's
Yeah,
like
they
kind of
would
like a
get-
breakup, you know?
Yeah,
You're
they
like,
would
"Oh."
they would come like on Friday after school and, then
And
they
just
would-
spend the whole
and
weekend
they
with you
wouldn't
guys.
leave till like Sunday night.
God, dude, it's like you had like
Hey,
Hey,
they,
but what's crazy?
they
though,
wouldn't shower.
You know who you are.
Same underwear, played in for hours. We were dirty ass kids.
Hey, we would ride our bikes everywhere. We were sweating. We would do everything.
God, yeah.
I bet
Oh,
we-
that's
I bet we were some
hilarious.
stinky ass kids. Now that I think about it.
Stinky ass kid. Oh man, I do have some questions here that I did want to ask.
Yeah.
What is the crazy story that you guys have of all of us like growing up?
I would probably, me personally, just probably like when we do those boxing tournaments in the backyard.
That wasn't in the weekend though.
What do you mean on the weekend?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about the other subject, but you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
No.
think
One of the craziest stories was, remember when we used to go to that little church?
Which one?
there in Calvario?
My church?
Yeah, your church.
Oh, okay.
And then one time after we got dropped off, we had a trampoline, remember, in the front yard. And then we used to always
Yeah.
wrestle.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to wrestle you because you were too rough. And you were like too big for your size.
it's not that he was too big. He just
I didn't know how to act.
too much of a klutz. Like you have to be respectful, and you know how wrestlers do it. You know, you take a bump. No, he would legit like bam, put his whole body on you, and
And
You know?
remember you went for that spear, and then you speared me so
Oh, yeah.
hard, you flew off the trampoline.
Yeah. Dude, I still have that scar on my knee from falling on the rocks.
Yeah, you landed like on pure Kalichi.
I fell on rocks, and Annabelle luckily fell on nothing but grass.
dude, now that y'all are talking about this, I can picture it
Yeah, he
like
was
very
too
vividly.
rough.
I'm like, oh shit.
Hey, if
Like
you
hidden
think about it
memories.
now, do you remember the last time you were at that church?
Not the exact date.
Really?
No.
No, I don't remember. And you sad to think about it now. Like,
More than
like,
likely,
dang.
we ate spaghetti that last time, or they didn't feed us, and we're like, we're never coming back. It's already been 2 times in a row.
Funny 'cause, like, that little church, like they would always welcome us, you know.
Yeah.
We were always
were.
like, you never moved up out of your. We were considered Ricky's friends.
Yeah, Ricky's friends.
We were
yeah.
never like in the actual church. And they would always,
Why
like,
was that? Is it because we were just like loners or something?
You know what? I don't know.
It's because we wouldn't go to Sundays.
no.
church.
Sometimes we'll go to
We
Sundays.
wouldn't go.
I
to
went
the,
once.
We wouldn't go to the special events. We would just go in for like Dia de los Jóvenes, right?
Yeah.
It was a judgment-free zone. It was Planet Fitness before Planet Fitness.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's your best memories, just going to that church and just going to your house after?
Yeah, pretty much. Because remember the ride backs were always like funny as hell.
Oh, yeah. We're just laughing and.
Because everybody would like make a mess in your mom's truck.
Yeah, he had a magic school bus.
like,
It's
spill
a van, it's a
beans,
caravan.
or,
It had
like, or
curtains.
they'll-
It had a TV.
Or they'll
Remember
rip one.
The what?
I said they'll rip one, and then everybody, the whole band.
Oh, my God. The whole van would smell like
Who
ass.
does it?
It smelled like spaghetti.
It was always you.
No, it wasn't me.
Check his
I was
boxers.
always blamed though, but it was,
Yeah, because I'll be like, oh, it smells like ass. Who else? It Animal.
I bet your sister remembers all that. Huh?
She's actually on right now.
I
she-
bet she
Your
does.
mom? Your mom will get on this?
No, my sister.
Oh shit!
My mom's in Mexico right now.
Tell her to stream
From Atlanta. Yeah, dude. What's your greatest memory?
Circle around. I'll think about it.
Circle around. We're done.
What about yours?
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? I haven't really told about my story. I guess it would be like every weekend, knowing that okay, here comes the weekend. Here we're going to Annabelle's house. Like for sure, that's a must. Who knows what the hell we're gonna get into? But we just know we're gonna get through a lot of laughs and whatnot. And it was always like that. Messenger said, "I remember the rides home." God.
Yeah, they were hilarious because everybody was just like say the dumbest shit.
Yeah,
And I remember like one time I think somebody like took some frijoles charros back home, and then sure enough they spilled them, and then you were like, "Dude, I got in trouble. I had to clean that whole truck the next day." There were beans everywhere.
I remember that perfectly.
Did you ever go to the beach with us when our mom would take all of us
Who?
to the beach?
When your mom would take all of us?
Yeah.
No,
You never went? What?
I don't think I did.
I don't think he went.
We just go and get stung by jellyfishes.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Cuates went with us once, and
Damn.
she would just take all of us to the beach.
Yeah.
Don't you guys have a crazy story about Cuates in the beach?
Oh yeah. I wasn't there,
Oh,
fortunately.
No, that one's crazy, but that one's for another day. That one
I think the microphone is off.
is it off?
No, he's just whispering.
Let's see. Bring it close. Like smack it.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah,
Yeah,
just making sure. Huh?
All
All
right,
right.
man. Question 2.
Let me see what other questions I should ask you guys. Oh, what is the craziest story that you've heard about us, like our childhood? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. Huh?
No, but she can tell. I'll relay them. As
Okay. Yeah. We'll
I've heard a lot of very inappropriate stories.
inappropriate. Like what's inappropriate?
Like nasty stuff.
With what? With what?
welcome to Made Y'all Listen After Hours.
After hours.
Uncut. So trying to make us black and white like MTV Uncut used to. Remember that?
Well, we are in the dark.
No, remember MTV Uncut will be black and white.
Oh yeah.
It'll be like at midnight, kind of like when Street Flavor would end.
Oh my god!
Street
You
Flavor?
guys would stay up that late?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Once Straight Flavor was on, I was like, nope.
Street. It was this. It
I
was
was a fan of these solos.
yeah. It was. We would watch the movie Holes. That was our ritual. We would watch Street Flavor. Maybe an episode of Cheaters back in the day would come
Yeah.
on, and then like late night would trickle on to Cinemax and watch or HBO, The Best Sex Ever and stuff like that. That was the good stuff.
Dude, once I
So-
saw the intro of MASH, I knew it was late. I was like,
Oh,
dude,
that
okay.
depressing-
No,
Yeah.
dude, that's another
freaking
thing that brought me
helicopter,
depression
dude.
as a kid. It's
what?
like you're up too late. It's like Third Rock from the Sun would end, and then boom, here
MASH.
come the helicopters. Like, oh, and they didn't even give you a warning. Like
Yeah,
it was just like boom, little helicopters. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this sucks.
Depressing.
The crazy one.
Oh, come here,
your-
come here.
Y'all's fight club at the Cuates.
Come on, come
boxing.
talk about
No,
it.
the Fight Club. Yeah, they had boxing tournaments, and it was
Oh, yeah,
weird.
the
It wasn't
boxing
even like
tournaments.
scheduled. It was like a group of people would show up, and then just look at somebody and like,
Dude, it's
I'm
funny.
gonna fight you.
It's funny how like those after school boxing tournaments were so famous.
Yeah.
To this day, like still talk about them. Like,
Okay,
when we
yeah.
get together.
It was
And
their
like, and
heyday.
like, believe it or not, but Cuates, they're pretty famous little dudes because they could fight.
Yeah, they are.
'Cause they would look like the guys who didn't know how to fight because they were skinny, nerdy looking.
Yeah.
Like, not like
Oh
they
yeah,
didn't
I seen
know.
them fuck up some big dudes.
And like these guys will show up, like these big thug dudes, talking about like let's fight, and then the Cuates, which is
Cuates be like, yeah,
they
fuck it,
would-
let's do it.
They would embarrass them in front of their girls, and then sure enough, there's always those guys that were like, "Fuck that, let's take off the gloves," and they would
Yeah.
start fighting, and then Rodrigo and Cuates would still beat them up.
So yeah, back in the day, we used to have like a whole lot of boxing tournaments at our friend's house, and it was always organized. I would always organize it for some reason, and I didn't realize how illegal it was until now. I'm just like, damn, we could have gotten in so much trouble with the laws because of that. I think the laws were called at one point.
Yeah, when we had half the school.
Yeah. So after
Oh,
school,
yeah.
the whole I'm talking about like a good number of people from our school would just meet up at their house, and it would be a whole crowd just watching.
because it got to the point where people were using that to go fight.
Yeah.
Like if somebody had problems with somebody, they would go and put the gloves on and then just go at it.
But you got to think about it like that. That's the best way to settle things.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
just let them fight. At the end of the day, guess what? Their problems were settled. We would never let it get too crazy to the point that somebody was going to kill somebody.
Yeah,
It was always organized. It was always like, it
No,
was
but
very
there were,
organized.
no, I mean, some of the fights that were pretty bloody. Like,
Yeah.
there were some cuts. I think on one time, I think Pedro dislocated his shoulder on one of them. Remember?
No, I
He's-
don't remember that.
He went for a haymaker and then he missed,
What the fuck
and
is a
this-
haymaker?
and his shoulder just popped out of place.
I
And he was
don't-
just swinging that thing around, just
the cartoon character.
like a cartoon character.
Dude.
And it was funny because he didn't even want to fight. We just pressured him into it. He was like, "Hey, dude, I think this guy's about your size, same height. Y'all just go at it." And the other dude was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not?" And then he puts on the gloves with him, and that guy just starts rocking Pedro. Poor Pedro was like blocking. He didn't know which way the punches were coming from.
Damn, dude.
So he just went from one lucky hit, just see if he can land something. Sure enough, miss. It goes to shoulder.
Junior says, I remember that one tournament, cops came, never even knew it. I was in the shit at Don Cuate's house. By the time I was done, all of y'all ran all over. Crazy times. I boxed Luis Gordillo that day.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, those tournaments were
And
crazy.
at one time we were doing a tournament, and it was towards the end, and it started raining. And then Cuates were like, "Fuck it, we'll take it into my living room. We gotta finish this." Half the whole school was in their living room because they had two living rooms. They had that double.
Yeah,
one.
they had a
so
double.
and
Yeah,
we were in the nice living room, and like their mom would take care of their house so much, and the furniture like was like prestige. And then we showed up, and there was like mud everywhere.
Yeah.
Cuates, they just grabbed the furniture and put it off to the side, and then everybody just finished their matches in there, dude.
God.
I heard about. I was in junior high, and junior high let out like at 4:00, and they let out at 3:00. So
Yeah.
I missed. I would literally run home.
Like there's a tournament.
Yeah, and I would miss it all. They're like, oh, dude, I'll come back. Those puteados had big ass bumps on their head. I was like,
I think
"Dang, I
one guy
missed."
actually had a big old like knot.
I was like, show me the videos.
Yeah, we.
There's a
What happened
bunch.
to
There's
those
a bunch.
videos, dude?
Does anybody have videos out there of the boxing tournaments we used to have? If
Nah,
so, we want to
technology
see them.
was Pretty horrible back then.
Yeah, I had a bunch on my
it's all
old phone,
glitchy.
but it's all glitchy.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Well, there was a lot of good fights though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, those were the times though.
Hey, remember when we did UFC? When UFC was coming out, and then we
Yeah.
started kind of going into that, and then you went to go fight that white boy. Remember that?
Oh,
Oh,
he
yeah,
fucked
Jesse.
you up, dude. I still remember that video.
Hey,
he
remember
dropped
that,
it to you.
Junior? That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Junior loves showing that. He still shows it around. That's like an icebreaker for him.
I got him bloody. I got him bloody.
His ass
But he
kicked.
fucked me up.
I was like, dude, I was mad because I was like, dude, that's my friend.
Yeah, dude, I remember that perfectly.
He
You
like-
know, ever since that day, I get migraines like every so often.
Damn,
Ever
you
since
should-
that day.
damn, that's fucked up.
Damn, dude, I remember that. It was bad. Like when he fell to your knees, I was like, dude, he's gone. He's gonna kill him, dude.
Yeah, that day was pretty bad. I still remember that day. I bloodied him, but after that, like he got me good. Like I was like, fuck that.
And then they had this other dude, man. I can't remember his name, but what sucked is that they were already like in MMA. They were
Yeah. Most of those
stuff.
guys that we boxed were already in MMA.
Yeah, and all we knew was just boxing. We didn't know none of the
Yeah.
the ground and pound or anything like that. So they had the upper advantage on that.
Yeah, big time. I think Guate actually gave him a fight though.
Yeah, no, I think it was. Well, yeah, one of them. He messed them
I
up.
think it was Rodrigo. I think they even went a second time too.
Yeah.
Good times.
It's kind of steamy in here, isn't it?
I know.
Like,
Ricardo's over there sweating more than the usual.
he's a sweaty bastard. I don't know if y'all knew this.
Oh yeah, dude, you can see the sweat coming.
He's over there sweating.
Turn up the AC.
I was like, oh shit.
His hat's all sweaty.
Heard that ass crack though. No, but we're in our media room, and
Is there an AC?
there is. There's like 3 vents in here, but there's like 6 people in here and heavy breathers too. So
Junior said I
sucking
missed
up
the
out of
tournament.
air.
Junior said I missed the tournament, but I heard of Rick and all of y'all todos puteados.
Yeah, it was
I thought Junior was there.
he would be there.
Yeah, he would be
once in
there.
a while. No, he was a lover boy. He was always with his chick.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Any more questions?
Oh yeah. Let me see. So are you still into stocks? Because I know you
I actually was. I just I don't know if you heard about crypto, but one of the big exchanges, which is like where people go and buy crypto and stuff. Well, this company just filed for bankruptcy,
Mm.
and it's a big company. They were like the official sponsors of the MLB. They had Tom Brady, Steph Curry, advertising all their shit, and they spent all this kind of money. Well, it turns out they did some digging into how their finances work, and they were all fucked up. And the
Really?
CEO was on the cover of Forbes, all this shit, and was basically putting a bad name on cryptocurrencies. But right now-
so everybody started selling. pretty much.
No, people lost their money. People that had money in there, they couldn't get their. Some guys like I have millions in there, and they're like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you. The money's gone." And I'm like, "Thank God I didn't fuck with them." I thought about it because you had Tom Brady, you had all these sports people talking about it, and I was like, sketchy.
Dang, dude,
But yeah, to be honest with you,
you're not into it no more.
not that I'm not into it, is that I know I can't make the money. I'm not as knowledgeable enough to sit there and short a stock or know what's coming down or take
Yeah,
options
dude,
and
you gotta
puts.
like, really be
I can't.
constantly looking at it. And
Yeah, I see
following
like
it,
those people
and, then,
that
and
constantly.
knowing when to sell, when to buy, depending on how the stock market is doing that day.
I mean, I made money off of crypto.
Really? How
Yeah.
much?
I don't. If the IRS is watching, I don't want to disclose
Never
it.
mind.
I don't want that floating around.
Yeah, you're right. The IRS.
They're gonna come to collect. They're gonna take my dogs.
The son will be the first one.
Yeah.
Man, so obviously you guys had a good childhood, whatnot. Told the crazy stories we used to.
I believe so. I feel like I can look back at my childhood, even though we didn't come from like an ideal childhood, that we had to make our own fun with like dumb shit outside and use our imagination. Obviously, it's way better than having it catered to you on a tablet or a phone or whatever. That's just how I look at it.
Yeah. Wait, what else can we talk about? We're like barely an hour in.
How long are you planning on doing it?
You said till midnight.
No, I didn't say.
He said he's doing a 24-hour special just by himself.
I would say an hour 30.
What's your next topic you're gonna plan on doing? Is it gonna be at your house or something?
Yeah. The next one would be my wife's 10-year anniversary. So we're gonna have sorry, my nose is a little stuffy. One of our friends, well, that's in the podcast, is gonna be asking us questions about our relationship, basically.
Oh, like the newlywed game.
Kind of.
Damn. I would hate to be put in a spot like that. Not know.
So yeah.
How about if he throws
It's
you
gonna
like an
be fun.
oddball question, like what is the length of her ass crack? And if you don't get it right,
No, we're not gonna get that. We're not gonna go that far.
I don't know the length of my girl's ass crack. I estimate 3.5 inches. What's
Tony's-
the average, Joanna? Because some people have big ass cracks.
What the-
Like one time my friend at work bent over and that bitch was like up here. We were
Dude.
like,
Yeah,
"Ah, let it go."
that's a long ass day, huh?
Yeah.
Long ass day. Hold on. My cousin said, where is he? Remember playing WWE Day of Reckoning in the GameCube? That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
Was
that's
that Tony?
GameCube is what revolutionized graphics for me. That's when it made it
Yeah,
like
which
legit.
one?
Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Tony.
Hey, Tony, how's it going, man?
His name is Julian.
His name's
Oh,
Julian now.
I know him as Tony.
I know.
When I see his parents at
Wait,
Walmart,
wait. Is
I always
this
ask, "Cómo está Tony?"
where did the Tony come from? Is
His
it
middle name is Antonio.
Oh, okay.
I bet Tony remembers when we used to all go to his house and drink all his
Oh,
sodas.
his Cokes. That is
Feel
still
like
talked about.
We show up, Tony, we're thirsty.
And he wouldn't be shy. He'll come out with like the full 12-pack. It's like, here.
Yeah.
Hey, his mom.
Everybody
is
drink
so
up.
Nice, dude.
And remember that one time
He's got like the nicest mom, hands down. Like she was such a very lovely lady.
dude, the one time I was actually salty as a childhood is when BMD moved in next to you guys and y'all three were there. I was like, damn, I bet they're having a blast over there.
Oh,
They're
dude.
gonna hang out. They're gonna hang out. We're neighbors.
we would get FOMO because they were
Yeah,
like,
we
y'all get what?
we would get FOMO because we were
Like,
like, dude,
fear of missing out.
they're playing without us.
Yeah, swear to God. And we'll show up and like, oh yeah, we did this and did that. We're like, God damn.
And then they started having like their own little like
Clubhouse.
little stories and everything, and we didn't know about them because we weren't there. You know?
That's it.
I know.
Y'all feel left out? Dude, how do you think I felt every time y'all used to spend the night? I'd be
We were
like,
close that one night.
right? Like, y'all stayed up till like midnight and stuff.
We tell Ricardo we didn't stay up too late. Dude. We just went to bed.
We went to bed, just woke up and went home.
One of the cuates is watching.
Which one?
Says,
Is it Nino
I think they share.
or
a
is it
phone.
McLovin? Oh yeah, they do.
what?
They
They
share a phone.
Oh, did they do?
Yeah, I think no
Yeah,
one.
one holds it with one hand and the other one's holding the other one.
Wait, what's today? Saturday. I think it's Noe's day today.
It's Noe's day today?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's Noe then. Oh man, that's
If you don't get it
hilarious.
during the
It's
week.
like it's like that guy. You don't know who it is. You know what I mean? Don't say his name.
Who?
You know,
Oh, there he is.
it's like the guessing game. Is it him or is it? Anyways,
Have you guys heard from B&D?
no. Since that last time he replied with that Joker
Mhm.
meme.
I haven't heard from him since like last year's Christmas party. Dude.
Damn.
He was the first to come, last to leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were one of the first ones to get there.
And he didn't drink, and he stayed up till like 5 a.m. Pure conversation, dude.
Dang.
Stone Cold.
And then I'm falling asleep. I'm already drunk as is, and then I'm trying to I'm giving hints left and right, like, dude, I gotta go to bed. And then it's like 5 a.m. and BMD gets up. He's like, well, it's getting pretty late. I think I should start heading out.
Like, no crap, dude.
Joanna's over like snoring on the couch.
Oh man, my cheeks hurt from laughing too much. Oh man.
Yeah, you need to find him and do a podcast.
An episode with B&D?
That guy is hilarious.
Yeah, he is, dude. Great conversation
How
with him.
hard would it be? How many people can you have on this thing?
4.
4.
I don't want to overdo it, but I can have like 5 or 6, but I don't want to overdo that.
Yeah, because then everybody kind of be talking.
Yeah, talking amongst each other, and it's just like, who the fuck is
But
talking
didn't you
now?
have like 6 the other day?
No.
Oh,
Never had 6.
That must have been seeing.
I never had 6. I think 4 is the limit for me. I've never had more than
I
4.
was seeing double that day.
Probably like sleepy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't invite like local like celebrities to come and join your podcast. And stuff?
I actually have I actually know this hold on. McLovin said, "Donde están recording?" He's like Spanglish over here.
Oh, tell him we're up the
What?
road from his house. We're at my house.
We're at Jason's house, Rodrigo.
This is the first time coming out here, and did you
For-
think the drive was too far?
First mobile podcast. The only thing that sucked was the traffic, but it was worth it.
You know, do it like Steve-O and have it on his van. You know, just go everywhere.
Just driving everywhere, having a
I was
podcast.
wondering what he was. I didn't know he was recording in a van, but it looked crammed in there. They were
Yeah.
Oh, there's this funny episode where he interviews Knoxville and Pontius on the van.
Oh shit!
That one's hilarious.
Is it on Spotify?
It's
On YouTube? I need to check it out. Oh man, the drive was pretty. It pretty much passed the time. It was like 50 minutes, and then I forgot to go to the burger places, so I had to drive back.
Like when you drive for work, like for like a long time, and you drive far. When people say like they could consider 30 minutes to be a long drive, dude, that's nothing.
Mine's
Yeah.
like 50 minutes an hour daily.
Yeah, that's nothing. 50 minutes is nothing
Yeah,
to
'cause
me.
you drive for a living, right?
Yeah.
Do you wear the full get up,
The what?
the full driver's get up, like the shorts and the tube socks and the
The
boots?
2 socks. Only in the summer, dude.
Like the Doug Heffernan.
Oh,
look.
Doug
he got-
Heffernan look.
The
He
King
got
of Queens.
He's got the IPS.
IPS.
going on.
Nah, you know what? I have dressed like that sometimes. Only when it's like really hot, but I've been wearing pants lately. I was like,
You need to bust out the jorts, the John Cena
the
shorts.
jorts. The
Jorts.
jorts.
Hey, we used to all wear
You gotta
those
get
back in the
the-
day.
You gotta
That's-
get the, you know, like the pants that come with that little zipper on the bottom. So when
Oh, that it's hard taking them off.
Hold on, guys.
Those are badass, but it was hell putting that zipper on.
Yeah. Putting it back on was hell. Like, oh.
You have like 8 pockets on each side.
Hey, the more pockets, the better.
I don't know why.
Before cargo shorts back in the day, have you ever heard of the Jinko jeans?
No.
You never heard of Jinko jeans?
Jingle jeans.
They were like fucking huge. You could fit a laptop in your back pocket. Never seen Jinko.
Oh, and they had like each pocket they had like designs. Some had,
So
like, a dragon.
you know, back in the day, Corn, Limp Bizkit, and all that. Before that, it was Jinko jeans, but they were huge. They would use up like
Oh,
a
you're
shit ton
talking.
of denim.
I think I know what you're talking about.
They're huge. Look at
Yeah.
those. Oh, I don't not those.
G strings. What the hell?
Look at that Jinko jeans.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that recently actually, and I forgot all about that. Oh man,
Damn.
Can't pull
yeah.
off the jean shorts. The only person that could pull off the jean shorts,
John
Stone Cold
Cena.
Steve
Oh
Austin.
yeah,
And you gotta have the knee pads. Too.
yeah.
See these
Dude,
bad boys
and
right
think
here.
about it, like wrestling, we're off topic, but as simple as his little get up was, like he would make it look badass, right?
Right,
Like, you
the
saw
stunner.
No. Only reason it was badass, and I say that is because we as kids, we imagine like if we were to go to the grocery store, that's how you would see the motherfucker in his
Yeah.
knee pads and his
Yeah,
boots.
knee pads.
And,
Man,
then,
like-
and you think about it, it was a freaking custom made
The vest.
the vest with
Yeah.
like some shorts and like some knee pads.
If you see somebody else wearing that, you'd be like, "Look at that loser!"
Dude, but he would make it look badass.
Right? Yeah.
He had a little little cap, his Ford F-150.
Yeah.
But do you remember that episode where he beat up Booker T in the grocery store? Iconic. I watch it all the time. or when The Rock, I think, throws him over the bridge.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's dead.
yeah, like fuck.
It was funny because like I used to always argue with everybody like wrestling.
It's fucking real. It's real, dude. Yeah.
And then my mom and my dad would always be like, if it's so real and they hate each other, like how do they get along like in the plane rides or like
We didn't think about things like
Or
that.
like backstage, they come out the exact same spots. You know they're chilling. They'll be like, get it.
Yeah, I was like, it has to be real.
That's a good thing about when we were growing up.
We didn't have internet.
No, but it was like we got to enjoy wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
the Attitude Era. Like nowadays, I don't care what people say. It ain't.
It's
the same.
trash.
It's trash.
Yeah.
They-
I believed in wrestling more than I believed in Santa Claus. That's how real I thought it was. I was
Mhm.
like,
Oh yeah,
and
we
remember,
thought it
like-
was legit.
Remember, like back then, you would go to the grocery stores and you can buy like the magazines.
Yeah.
And look at what happened at pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. I would do that.
It
Be
was
like, oh,
awesome,
here's the
dude.
clips. Oh
yeah,
my
and buying
god.
pay-per-views wasn't easy. You had to
Heck
call,
no, man.
bitch to your cable company and be like, hey, I need this or whatever, and then they send you like the enormous bill.
now you could just order it online.
So,
It's so
like,
yeah,
easy.
or watch
grew
someone
up-
stream it illegally.
We unfortunately we couldn't get the pay-per-views and stuff, but my mom was in about to spend like $70.
Hell no, dude.
So we would always hear about it like the next day from the people from the kids in our class.
In our school, yeah.
Or like I used to have a buddy. He used to always record them and he let me borrow them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
so-
videotapes, yeah,
yeah.
that was the
Oh, the
joke.
tapes they used to
the tape,
let them.
yeah, he'd
Yeah.
record them out, dude. I watch it. It's a day late, but it was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Or we would go to Blockbuster and we would rent out like the old school, already past pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Survivor
WrestleMania
Series,
17, the best one.
Royal Rumbles and all that. Remember that? used to
Yeah,
have
I
it on
remember
Blockbuster.
that.
And my mom used to always be like, no agarren cosas de luchadores, agarren una película buena.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna get Lion King again.
Get Lion King.
I remember that.
Oh man.
I rented Lion King.
Remember how we used to believe that Kane was burned by his brother, the Undertaker?
That was, that's historically known as the best story in
It is,
WWE.
It is because we believed it back in the day. Like, oh shit.
Remember you showed up
Well,
and you
your
ripped the
favorite
cage off
wrestler
the
was
Hell in a
Kane,
Cell.
remember?
Yeah.
I remember one time I think I got mad at you and then I grabbed your wrestling toy and I threw him on the roof.
Yeah.
Out of spite, and then I felt bad. I was like, dude, I'll get my dad to go get it later.
He never did.
So thinking about it, like, why would I do that? Like, I think you didn't want to play my way or something. And then you just grab your little cane. I
Like-
can fix it. Chunk them, dude.
Oh yeah. Go get your toy.
I did that with one of my buddies when we got into Yu-Gi-Oh. He had this card that I really wanted. He didn't want to trade me, dude. So I purposely grabbed this card and I just chunked it to the woods. If I couldn't have it, he couldn't. He didn't want to
You're
trade
petty, bro.
I
You
was
want to know?
petty.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought about the other day, which was hilarious. Remember that one time that you were pointed as the number one suspect that broke into my house and stole my Xbox?
God, dude, that was
Remember that?
scary. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's just everybody was like, dude, the story just adds up. Like it had to be him.
So back in the day, somebody broke into my house, but all they stole was my video game, the Xbox. And our neighbor, as nosy as they are, they said, "Yeah, it was this guy in the black SUV. Only person we knew with the black SUV was this dude." So we called him up and, "Hey man, where's my Xbox, motherfucker?"
Yeah, the cops were like calling my job. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Oh man, I need another water though. Dude, I'm over here drinking. I'm sweating. Look at this.
Should have brought a different color hat, bro.
I know it was like seeing through
Yeah,
it.
you see that? Yeah.
Yep.
He's over there just drenched.
Woo.
Well, this what happens is when we go into this, when we watch a movie, I never turn up the AC in the
You probably should.
house because, like, if I control the temperature at the bottom, it trickles up here,
Oh, yeah,
Unless
yeah.
you go into the rooms, and that's when the true temperature is.
I remember, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but remember when you had that wrestling match at Tony's house? And yeah, we're using the car seat as a stretcher.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Let's
a-
not
like
talk
a- like
about
a
that. My
baby seat?
God.
The baby.
The what?
And they would wrestle like in the middle of the living room, dude. And like,
Yeah.
well, you saw that. Remember?
No.
He was big and clumsy as fuck.
But
that would just tear up that house.
They also
dude.
had that little strip of land in the front, and that would be like Mumugrero full of wrestling shit.
Oh, yeah,
You
man.
had all these hardcore matches and shit. I remember that. That was funny.
Oh, my
Like, it
God.
was like hardcore. Like, I'm surprised we didn't like break something.
Is it hot in here? you
It's
think?
very hot in here, dude.
Dude, look at this
Very
sweaty
fucking
ass
hot. Like,
freaking sheet.
All right,
Yeah,
hold on.
okay.
I'm gonna
Hold
take a
on.
break. Let me.
Yeah, let's take a break real quick because goddamn, fucking sweaty. We'll be right back.
Got down the beat.
The following presentation contains adult dialogue not suitable for all audiences. Brought to you by Media Listening. Viewer discretion is advised.
Media Listen.
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 Media Listen. You are now listening to Media Listen.
The whole time.
No,
Oh,
we're back.
Well, look, here's the dealio. This is a new house. I'm not really familiar with the thermostat yet. I can't get it to go under 70.
Really? Oh, jeez.
Well,
Do you have a fan?
No, suck it up.
Uh,
Do we look
Oh, yes,
are we
right, dude.
glistening on the camera?
He's having heat flashes.
oh man.
Let me ask you this, Rick. Why a podcast? What made you be like, you know what? I want to get on camera and spit bullshit.
Is there something you've been wanting to do for a long time,
I
or kind of just I don't know?
Wait. What made you? What podcast? I know. In order to want to make a podcast, you watch the podcast.
watch podcasts. Yeah,
Who do you listen to on
I
podcasts?
listen to Joe Rogan. I listen to local podcasters here in Houston.
Pull it up, Jamie. We
yeah,
need a Jamie.
I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like, I need like a silent guest to just help me out with the technology and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like they're more interesting right now than music itself. Because like you even said it, like music just gets boring
Yeah,
now.
you get tired of listening
Mhm.
to music after a while. You just listen to-
Did Joanna get
that
water?
com- Look at that comment.
What
It
comment?
says my mom used to think that Undertaker was the devil.
He would.
He was the devil.
He rolled his eyes back and stuck his
Yeah,
tongue.
like,
And you still know how to stick your tongue out like that? Remember, you still know how to. You used to
We
be
don't
a
talk
good
about that.
Undertaker.
Dude. We don't talk about that.
Show the people the Undertaker.
Yeah. Show me Undertaker.
No, dude.
He used to do the whole thing. Like,
Dude, I
my
don't
pen
know
His,
what's
doesn't-
his
wrong with
tongue
him.
would like actually come out. Like,
Yeah, it was like
Dude.
it looked like Venom,
hey, he doesn't mean to brag, but he can lick his own earlobes.
Dude,
cleaning out your own ears.
I'm gonna have to eat these because
Every woman's dream over there.
Damn, you just got like 20 hearts for that.
okay, so the podcast really it was something in the back of my
Go ahead.
Go ahead, dude.
so the podcast idea basically came pretty much out of nowhere because I was listening to podcasts here and there, and I always thought about it like, oh, that's pretty cool to have, but it was always an idea. It wasn't until I noticed that one of our friends, my wife's friends, and my friend, a mutual friend of ours, actually had a podcast himself. So shout out to Detrás del Micrófono. And I started watching his. I was like, oh man, they're so fucking hilarious. And I think we hung out one time, and I was like, yeah, man, you guys do pretty cool stuff on your show. I wish I could have something like that. He's all like, do it, bro, just do it. I was like, really? He's all like, yeah, dude, just don't fucking think about it, just do it. I was like, well, fuck it, I guess I'll do it. Next thing you know, he's telling me what to get and all that stuff. I was like, if you're like on a budget, this is what you should get, blah, blah. I was like, all right, cool. Hell yeah. Next thing you know, I'm getting everything together. I set up a date so that I could meet so I can have everything ready. Learn about the connections and all that good stuff. Everybody went out but didn't get a water. Please.
So
Look at
how
this.
how hot do you think it is in here?
It's like at 80.
like a
It's all the body
No,
heat.
no,
like a
no.
sauna in
It's
here,
so.
dude.
I think what the thermostat does, it goes
You-
off of the outside
He's
temperature.
gonna,
It
start,
does.
he's gonna start having spiritual visions over here. He's gonna go on a quest.
We're in a sauna. We should just like we're like nothing but towels.
He's about to find his spirit animal here in a little bit.
He's gonna turn to the Undertaker.
I'm just asking. I'm just wondering how you're not hot, dude. You have a long sleeve.
So our kind of humor, to me, it's like more. It's not like comical humor. It's more like we roast each other. you
Yeah.
know? So I don't know.
Yeah, everybody who like hangs out with us and stuff that are not in the circle and they'll come out and they're like, dude, y'all sit there and just talk mad shit to each other.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's how we get along. We just roast each other.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it. Some
Yeah.
people just don't have the best comebacks, you know.
Yeah,
they
dude.
just take the.
I never had the good
So you
comebacks. I
gotta
was just taking it like fuck it, whatever. Like give me your best shot. Like yeah. Like I knew if I would have just said something, it would have sounded stupid. I was like, fuck it, no.
Yeah, some people just.
I don't have it. I didn't have it in me.
Now that I think about it, we should have done it out there.
Thank you. We should have what?
We should have done it out there.
You don't think it would have been as hot?
Fuck no, it feels amazing out there.
Really?
It's like 69 degrees.
Rodrigo keeps calling. I guess he wants to be part of
He wants to be
We have
part
a
of it.
call in.
We have a
guest.
it.
Pull him up, Jamie. Hey, put him on here. See what he says. Do you mind?
Can you? Yeah, put it on.
Call him.
Yo, hey, call him up, but put him on my microphone because my microphone sounds good.
He's probably gonna.
He's gonna be. Hey.
No, those guys get shy, dude. They're shy around girls.
So hey, I don't know if you know this, but I had a Halloween party last week, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Or 2 weeks ago, and this dude got shit faced like in
Who,
30
Rodrigo?
minutes. No, his brother.
Oh, okay.
And at the end of the night, he fucking left the bloodbath out there. He fell down and split his noggin open.
Dude.
And he was a Harry Potter, right? He had the white shirt. Thing
Yeah.
was red at the end of the night. Poor guy. Hope he's okay.
Dude. Was that because he got drunk? Or?
Yeah. Like he came in, said hi, and by the time I got back to him, he was trash.
Dude.
Like 30 minutes late.
How many people were in here?
What do you say? 20, 25?
Yeah, 20 to 30.
Yeah, 20 to 30. All down there.
Guatas got real like shit. I mean, they're already known. They're like the life of the party because they're bachelors, so everywhere they go, they just gotta get trashed, you know. Like, and there are those guys who like you can give them whatever, and they're gonna drink it.
That's the first time I've seen them.
You know, I watched a show on Netflix, and I think they'll be perfect for this show. It's called Love is Blind. They'll be perfect. Like, they go into these pods, right? And then they propose to the girl, or the girl proposes to you just off a conversation. And once you propose and she says yes, they show them, like, here's what you proposed to. And it'll be, like, ideal. Like, oh, fuck. It could be, and then the thing is, they have to prove that love is blind, and you have to marry the person sight unseen or whatever. If it ever comes to Houston, I'm gonna nominate him.
He actually said he's on his way.
Really?
He's on his
What
way
the
here. What the hell?
I guess we're at the house. or something.
He's gonna barge in like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my clothes here.
Let me see.
Where are the burgers? Yeah, just try.
Oh yeah, my wife really wanted to come to the Halloween party. We were actually thinking about it.
And we'll be having a Christmas party in December.
Again?
You're more than welcome to come. Yeah,
Make it on a Friday night.
on a Friday.
Dude.
Whatever. Hey, I had mine. Mine was on Saturday.
Yours was on a Saturday. Because your wedding is gonna be on a Friday
so
night.
if
And
we
that's
do it on
perfect for us.
Saturdays, you can't absolutely come. Only one of y'all.
Yeah.
Even if y'all like try to find like a babysitter ahead of time or something.
We have like one babysitter. That's my mother-in-law.
We'll tell your mother-in-law.
Mhm.
It's lighter like a
She works
20
on
or something.
Sundays.
On Sundays? Oh, I
It's a
get you. I
Whataburger.
get you.
We'll see about doing it on Friday. I'm not too positive, but we'll see.
Just ask off for Saturday because I know you work Saturdays.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. We'll play it day by day.
Yeah, we were actually thinking about coming. On what?
Oh, we're actually planning on coming on for your Halloween party. We were like ready to go.
Did you see the
But-
pictures I uploaded?
I don't think so.
So we had people dressed up as Johnny Knoxville,
Really?
Kim Possible. Me, I was a pirate.
Yeah,
We
I saw
had,
the pirate.
Rex Kwon Do. You know who Rex Kwon Do is?
No.
From Napoleon Dynamite. Pretty cool. We saw a cow.
A
Yeah,
cow.
yeah, it was a cow.
I wanted to ask you.
There was a deer.
Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad, yeah.
Lord Farquaad was here.
Farquaad.
And Molly from the Big Comfy Couch was
Oh,
here.
yeah, that one.
We saw. No, it was Plank and the little dude who has Plank.
Johnny?
Is his name Johnny?
Johnny? I think
Yeah.
his name's Johnny.
The little bald kid.
Yeah.
he was here. You remember Johnny? He only had the balding cap for a bit, and then he took it off. And who else was here? Let me see. Harry Potter.
The
Harry
Batman.
Oh, the Batman was
Yeah, he
here.
showed up.
The Devil.
Was there any guest that you didn't invite?
My coworker, he showed up as Rip from Yellowstone.
He dressed up. He dressed up as himself, and since he was a cowboy, he's like,
Oh,
"I'm
God.
this guy."
I'm Rip.
He
Yeah,
literally could have been
pretty
any
much.
cowboy in the world, and I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. The new season
Yeah.
of Yellowstone is coming out.
Yeah, I don't watch Yellowstone. I don't watch TV much.
You don't watch it?
I watch like sports. Love is Blind. That's what I do.
No, it's funny.
But I have this big thing for watching paranormal shows like Ghost Adventures.
Oh,
and
dude, I
Ghost
love
Hunters.
Ghost
I love it.
Adventures.
Even
Oh,
though
I
I find it fake as hell, but it's
Really?
like
You think so?
they never caught a ghost on camera.
Well, yeah, that's true. Maybe they don't have the technology for it.
They have cameras everywhere.
And all I do is just hear like moving furniture or like
They have seen like dark spots and movies.
Yeah, stuff like that. But like, I want to see, like, when people like they interview these people, right? And they're like, I seen a full flesh man,
spirit,
like
yeah.
it was like a real person. They never catch that,
Yeah, that's true.
and everything is like so frightening for them.
Okay, this is a scary story that actually happened to my wife and I recently. I think it happened during after my son's birthday party. I had gone outside, just to get some air, and she was outside with me for a little bit, and then my youngest son woke up, so she went inside to feed him whatever, put him back to sleep. So she came back outside, and she was like sitting or like right in front of me. We were looking both in the same direction, and next thing you know, I see like a black shadow like going from the dark side of my house and going like to the street. And to me, I'm like, is there something in my eye? Is there a fly in my eye? But that's pretty big. So she turned around and looked at me, and I was like, "Did you see that?" And she's all like, "Yeah, it was really black and it's like a shadowy thing." I was like, "So I didn't see it. Like it wasn't just me then, huh?"
Do you believe in ghosts?
See, I personally have never experienced something paranormal myself.
That's why I think I have to experience it myself, so
Exactly.
I can actually be like, I'm a believer.
Yeah, I think that day though, I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like
I'm praying I run into a ghost, just so I can believe. Like, come on, show
praying
up.
I get possessed. I just want to freak everybody out. Like imagine you do, and like
You're a demon already.
you're a demon.
how would your
Demon in
family,
the
how would your
sheets, son.
family go about that? Your possession, like let's just say you just start like out of nowhere, just spaz out in the living room, and you're just saying
Going ape shit.
yeah, ape shit. Like how would your family go about that? Like
It depends because there's different kinds of demons. There's like a succubus and an incubus, and apparently one of them like makes love to you. So you'll probably like wake up rock hard and
Rock hard.
no, it's a true thing. They're like these demons that disguise themselves as sexy women.
Watching too much Supernatural.
I know. I'm a demonologist.
Demonologist.
No, a folklorist. I don't know how you become a
Hey,
folklorist.
so do you believe in those like how do I say it? Those people that could see ghosts and they go around?
Oh,
and
like the
say-
Long Island Medium?
Yeah, medium. There we go.
No, they're full of shit.
You think so?
I used to watch a show called Montel. Barry Montel.
Montel
the black
Parker,
guy.
yeah.
throwback. Shout out to Montel.
It came on after Maury.
You know, he's the one that made Kamala famous.
Mom, really?
Kamala Harris famous.
Oh,
Yeah.
he had her on her show.
Yeah, he was one of her group shows.
Ah.
A babe right here. Anyways, he used to have this lady that would predict the future on
Yeah,
there every Wednesday, and she would talk like in 2009, aliens are gonna come and all this. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh god, this shit's real. And I would write it down and be like, I'm gonna
Oh my
make sure that it happens. And she would write this. Her name was Sylvia.
Sylvia,
Something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sylvia, I
and,
remember her.
It was just like the American Walter Mercado, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
And
That's
I
what
remember
Walter Mercado did, right? Predictive future.
I remember she predicted this guy's or this lady's how do I say it? Her vision so wrong about 9/11 and stuff like that. About
Did she predict that?
Huh?
Did she predict 9/11?
No. She didn't predict 9/11, but she was talking about how some guest dad died, and he's all like, "Oh yeah, he drowned."
Oh, that's John
Yeah.
Edward, the guy who would be like in the audience, like, somebody have a relative named Jimmy James,
I remember
Joseph,
John Edward.
Joseph, yes.
That's speaking to me.
My brother's kid's name. He's speaking to me right now. He said,
I remember John Edward.
John Edwards even made an episode of South Park on him, like it would just be bullshit. And the little kid would do the same
He's
thing.
like, oh, somebody's talking to me. It starts with the letter E. Elizabeth.
That's my grandma.
Yeah,
Oh my
grandma.
god. You remember John Edwards? You remember John Edwards? Oh,
You
he had his
gotta-
own TV
You gotta
show.
look up some.
It was like Ginny Jones and then John Edwards.
Oh,
And then
man.
Maury. Maury was like
I
late
didn't really watch
coming.
any of those.
Damn.
Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones. Remember Jenny Jones?
Oh, she would always interview like the troubled teens. Remember?
Yes, she
Them
was
little
like
kids that would
she would bring like the sergeant to yell at the kids. Hey, you're a bad motherfucking kid. You gotta get your shit straight. Remember that? The
You
sergeants
remember
would
that
come-
show, dude?
It was like, remember Maury did that too? They would bring like the staff sergeant to come yell at them.
Yeah,
set 'em
yeah,
sh-
yeah.
It was like,
Like-
before
like-
Beyond Scared Straight. You
Yeah,
know?
because they used to bring out the bad kids, they used to bring out the parents first, like, oh my kid is so bad, he hits me, blah, blah, blah. And they used to bring out the teen, and they were like flicking off the crowd and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I'll beat my mom's ass.
I remember that.
I slept with 20 men.
Yeah.
And this I'm gonna make it 21.
An episode, one of them had called that Maury one time. Remember? He was like, "I'll fuck everybody up here. You too, Maury." They were just bleeping everything. That little boy was out of control though. Like, even I was like, "Dang."
Man, my cheeks
Like, that
are
boy
from
was
laughing
like-
so much.
I think he was like from like Memphis or something.
That was
Like,
like cheeseburgers in here.
that was a bad little boy, dude.
Hey
Like,
Joanna, top him off. Finish.
they took him to the. It was an episode that they take him to the jail.
Yeah.
Nothing changed, dude. That boy came out just as the same. Like nothing phased him. Like he was just like prone for the streets. You know?
There's no hope for him.
No
He's
hope.
lost. God, that's hilarious. Man, I was gonna ask Joanna some questions, but he's over there.
She can answer. She's on the casting couch. I don't know, Joanna.
She's on the couch right now. So, what can we ask her? We know like the crazy stories. What illegal stuff are you talking about?
It's not illegal. He just told me like
Nasty
nasty stuff.
stuff.
Not safe
Yeah,
for work kind of stuff.
Not for my
Not
Christian
for your-
audience.
Not for your audience. Yeah.
Okay. Nasty stuff. What did you tell her?
Even what about a church?
Nothing.
About a different church.
Probably in church. Oh man, what can we talk about? We got like
Yeah, we're
You
bad
have a
at the
set
movie
time on this or
theaters.
what?
Huh?
You have like a set time for this?
I just do it like until I'm ready to stop. Maybe we could do it like another 20 minutes and that's it.
Well, ask a question.
Hey, so do these save like in a library or something?
What?
Or they just once they're done, they're done. If you didn't watch it, you didn't watch.
Yeah, they're saved on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, go to the live bar on the Major Listen page, and it's gonna have all the previous videos along with this one saved. Right
Oh,
there.
that's cool.
Mhm.
Lately, I've been watching Pawn Stars.
Me
But like
too,
the
dude.
clip, like the clips on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, they come in, and I like the ones where like they bring in something like, "Oh, well, I want $20 for it." He's like, well, let me get a guy to look at it. It's worth 11,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit! And I wanted $20 for this.
yeah, those are my favorite ones.
Yeah, it's like, oh my, you see their face, like,
Yeah, that stuff is like that's just fake as hell.
That's
You
what
think it's
I
fake?
mean.
I think it's
how is it
Why?
fake?
How's it
No,
fake?
no.
Yeah.
What's fake is when they say, "Hey, just hang around. Let me call the guy." And
Yeah,
let me down.
and
Like,
I
these
just
guys aren't
try to get
sitting
a
by the
fake
phone
Yeah.
waiting for this guy to call them up.
He just shows up. I have a guy who's expert in old guns. And
It's like a super young guy. He's like, "Oh my god!" And he just like, knows
Yeah,
like,
oh,
it's like in prestige condition.
Talk all formal. Such a prestige condition.
Yeah, and then like that guy Rick, he's like, man, he don't budge, dude. Like,
Yeah. What a there's
man,
an
but believe
episode.
but some of the stuff they bring in there, it's like pretty neat stuff.
Didn't
dude.
they bring in like a Pokemon card there one time?
Yeah, well, not only that, but like the old
They brought like
artifacts,
Super Bowl rings.
like
I like
the old
those shits.
artifact stuff that you find, like old wooden chests.
Like he
stuff
bought
that.
a cart from Disneyland that was like decommissioned. Shit sold for like $50,000. A fucking cart. Like who's gonna have it in their living room just sitting there?
Yeah.
Weirdos that like to collect shit, like Beanie Babies and
And
the little trolls.
I don't know if you've heard of
Did you ever collect anything?
no, hell no.
You never had a collection? So
Nothing.
we
Did you-
used to
Well,
we used to
you
collect.
wouldn't collect anything.
No.
Like not even like Pokemon cards or nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like nothing.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What did you collect?
You know what that is?
Cards?
Hey, you know what that is?
Wrestling toys.
You know what that is? There's people that don't have emotional connection or an emotional attachment to things. So people like there's certain people that don't fuck with music. Like they have no connection to music. Do you feel like you have a connection to music?
That's
Not
why
really.
Joanna hates music.
That's what's weird. Like I like music. I like certain artists. I love certain artists. And people like put it as background noise. Like, oh, it sounds cool. It bops pretty decent. But that's weird.
Yeah, like my wife
Like,
always
music
tells
is
me.
a daily thing for me. Like
I get in the
I
car and I put
listen,
on.
I listen to music like all day.
Like my wife, she loves going to concerts.
yeah,
Me, I don't. I'm just like, so it's just a guy. Like, well, why would I pay to watch a guy? I could just listen to his music. I don't know.
because you got to picture him pulling you up on stage and. Hey, no, but you didn't collect anything, right? Because you don't have
No.
an emotional attachment to stuff. So yeah, we used to collect Pokemon cards, wrestling toys, homies. Remember homies?
Yeah, the little bit. Yeah.
I think I still have those, by the way. I'm sure, man. I'm taking it Pawn Stars. I got the whole homie collection.
I remember back in the day they used to have like when you would go to the tapatia, they used to have a bunch of the homies on there.
We would barter with the guy, be like, "Hey, give me that one or trade or whatever. I got this one."
No.
Yeah.
And one time I would bug this guy for the specific homie, and he
Was
had
it the dog or the Joker?
That was the Joker. And one time he just got fed up. It was like, here, take it. And I would ask him every time.
Oh, man.
That little fucking Joker was hard to get.
It was
It was never in the gumball machines.
Never did.
We would get the same fucking dumbass.
Oh my
ones.
god, my cheeks hurt
Smiley.
from laughing.
But everybody would collect them, and they were really popular growing up. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People would have even CD collections. That was a big thing.
Like,
Mhm.
Because you kind of had to.
You didn't have
Like
to.
a big voice of music.
I guess so.
You were pretty good. You didn't have another option.
But that's only if you had a car, right? You would listen to CDs.
No?
Oh, you would have
Stereo
massive
in your-
stereos at your
yeah,
house.
the three the radio with the two speakers, the subwoofers, and everything.
Yeah.
My mom used to have one of those, and they used to have like you can put the different CDs, and it'll rotate them.
Oh yeah.
It had like cool little lights in there and shit. Like
I used to bang the music loud.
Like every time your mom would leave, like no. Oh man, I remember I discovered Lil Wayne because of you.
Oh yeah.
Go DJ was always blasting.
damn. I still listen to Lil Wayne every day.
He's still the best rapper alive. You know that, right?
To a certain extent.
Hey, what did you think about the rapper that just got killed in Houston?
I accidentally called him the wrong name the other day.
Oh, you said
I called him a Fallout.
called him Fallout.
I was like, hold on, that's not right.
Damn, dude.
I actually was listening to that when you said it. It was hilarious.
I was like, that some rapper died not that long ago. No disrespect to him. I was just like I don't know, like I don't listen to rap that much, and I was like, some rapper died recently. What's his name? Fallout. I was like, and Rico looked at me like, who? I was like, wait, that's not his name. Take off. And then my wife's all laughing at me. I go back inside like after we're done, and she's like, "The fuck did you call him?"
I would say this: his setup did get better from his first podcast. He has more of the brick wall stuff, the flags. Even though one of the flags was fucked up.
Yeah. My wife's flag was all hanging. She's all like, "Fix my flag." I was like, "We're live. I'm not doing that."
That disrespect. Yeah, that little background you had was pretty funny.
Hey, you have a fan in there? Because the garage.
Yeah, I have like
I
no,
would say because the garage. Is
yeah,
hot as
I have
fuck.
two fans. I actually have one like a top and the bottom, and it blows pretty good. But after a while, it dries my eyes. So I would tell my son or somebody like, "Hey, turn that shit off because I can't do it."
Don't you wish you had a fan right now?
Right? Like at least blowing right here in the leg area.
It is
Oh,
hot. So
man.
what happens is those are like leather chairs. So sometimes it does get pretty freaking hot in here. So like
Oh,
when we're done watching the movie, all you hear is like just peeling off of them shit. I'm like, wow, it's-
You feel like Velcro.
that's why I got that. That's why I got that bean bag because I put the bean bag right there.
Oh
It's
man,
more comfier.
it's a good setup you
You
have.
guys
you
over here
know.
just drenched, dude. That hat, man's hilarious.
Yeah, I look
It's
like-
all freaking sweaty.
Man,
You just start bringing a mobile fan just in case.
yeah,
one of
I'm
these
gonna have it like
houses.
right here, like a little mini one connected to the adapters,
Yeah,
and
the one
just-
with the little handle.
Yeah, they had a little.
The handle.
Yeah, they had a little.
Put it, like on
They had those little clips. You can put them on there.
on the phone, like just like have my phone right here.
It's this meant for like
I've
two
known
people
you-
at the most.
I've known you for years, and you've always been a sweaty dude. Like I don't know, I don't know what it is with your sweat glands or something. You just naturally sweat.
I'm just,
Hyperactive thyroid is.
I don't have
We had
hypothyroid.
I know.
Hypothyroid.
No, my friend. I have a friend like that. Like he just sweats. Like as soon as he wakes up and gets out of bed, that alone breaks him out.
Is
No,
that your
worse.
friend?
Like this guy's literally like he should be super skinny, but he's not. But
He wakes
sweating all
up,
fucking-
his bed's like soaked because he sweats through the night.
Yeah, you know what? At one time I freaked out because I was
You
kinda-
sweat in your sleep? If the AC
Okay,
is like
look.
not even.
So one time I did freak out. Oh yeah, my wife has hypothyroid. Anyways,
You sure you don't got it too?
no, I don't have it. I checked mine already. But I don't even think she sweats that much. But anyways, I remember one time I freaked out because I was like waking up in the middle of the night with like drenched in sweat. I was like, "Fuck! I think I'm dying." This is all like, "You're not fucking dying. You had the cover all on you." I was like, "Oh shit, never mind."
So as a kid, I lived in a house that we had the window units, right?
Yeah.
So they would suck sometimes, you know, and sometimes I would be hot as
Your
hell.
room was always cold though. I
That's
remember
when
that.
we upgraded the AC.
We had that big glass in
No,
the
but
all
sometimes
day.
like we didn't have it like running really good. We didn't clean the filter that often. Obviously.
That filter's all dirty.
Anyways, like I would always sweat in my sleep too, and sometimes like I would wake up and I'm like, did I piss myself? Like sweating right here. I'm just gonna change underwear just in case.
I remember one time, man, I was working at late nights at HEB, and I was like drinking water like nonstop. I was like,
It's a hyperthyroidism.
I was like fucking drinking water. I was like, speaking of piss, isn't it kind of an embarrassing story in a way? Huh?
That's probably
Oh, that's
probably-
McLovin.
Still wanna come in.
Yeah, go ahead, keep talking.
Okay. So I drank like 2 gallons of water that day because I was like just sweating so much. I go home that day. The first thing I do is just go to sleep. And I started dreaming about, going to pee. And I was like, damn, this isn't right. I wake up.
Dang.
I was like, God.
Wait, you peed on yourself?
Yeah, in my sleep. And I was like,
Grown-ass
dude.
man over here.
Huh?
cussing on
Yeah,
me.
exactly. I was like cussing myself out. I was like, what the? How old am I? Like, is this shit really happening to me? I'm over here cussing myself out.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So when Hurricane Rita came to town, right?
Oh, that
We-
was hilarious.
Hurricane Rita?
Yeah, Rita. So we thought it was gonna hit here. It was like 06.
Yeah, everybody
fine.
left. Everybody
was scared.
evacuated.
Everybody was already fucked up from Katrina. They're like,
Traumatized.
I ain't gonna go through this shit. So we all evacuated, right? And it was like 5 a.m, right? And I wake up, me and my brother are sharing a bed at this place we're staying, right? And I wake up and the shower's going. And I'm like, is he showering? It was 6 a.m, and I'm like, why is he showering? Well, apparently, motherfucker pissed the bed. I'm like, how old are you, dude? It's like you're like old as hell.
That was because of the rain. It rained all night, and we were in somebody's house. We didn't really know, so I was
It
like,
stimulated your senses.
Yeah.
Like, dude, so are we gonna have like everybody just come over now? So for those who aren't watching or who can't see what's going on around us, the twins just showed up. You probably can't see them, but they're here. And I think somebody else coming over. Somebody else coming over?
No.
Oh,
You ain't lying.
Oh,
though. It is hot.
it's hot as shit.
He was like, "It's like you're being too loud. I need to keep it down."
They had to get a first glimpse of the sweat that I'm pouring in my head through my hat right now. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, man, I don't know if you hat.
Huh?
I said, I don't know what's going on with that hat of yours.
I don't know, dude. It's probably trash now.
Excuse me for a second.
All right, Guantes, get over here.
Again.
One leaves, one comes over here. We're gonna.
Just temporary until the giant comes in. I'll set up nothing.
All right, guys, give a hand clap to Mr. Rodrigo right here.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself. What do you do for a living?
Well, what I do, I'm a contractor for AT&T. I own cell phones. Yeah, I think that what it is.
How long have you been knowing?
How long have you been knowing me?
Couple years now.
7th grade.
I
I think.
actually met them through you.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Because I was all, oh yeah, man, these dudes right here, they're pretty cool. You know, they're like, where you guys going? We're walking home. Fuck it, let's all walk home.
Yeah, I just kind of
Like,
Yeah, I met Ricky first, and
Yeah.
Ricky introduced me to Indio.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that.
I met him through 7th grade. I met him in like fucking 1st grade.
The animal stayed at the house playing the video games. We were playing Taken, I think. We were playing Taken.
Yeah.
And I said, what the fuck is this motherfucker we here? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, we know each other for a long time now.
Were you watching the?
He was watching the live, literally what my wife just said.
We're coming from Houston. I was living through my phone. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
You
really?
saw questions, Ricky?
Did you hear like all,
Shit,
like,
no.
all the boxing stores we were saying?
No, I missed that.
Oh, you missed it. No, we were talking about like our old boxing tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, the boxing tournament, so that everybody was like
You were
pretty much a part of the whole high school.
Yeah, I
Where you
remember
would just
that, bro.
where you would just beat up everybody. Remember that?
I was,
It was
fucking-
funny because like I always think it's hilarious because they would always underestimate them because they were the little guys.
Yeah.
And, like, they just didn't look like they would fight, and like these big dudes would always try to like, oh, I'll fight him, and then he wouldn't say anything.
He would embarrass
Once
the fuck
once
out
they
of him.
rang the little bell, he would just go to town on these guys, dude.
Yeah.
Just rock them.
So what's one of the, I guess, do you have like a crazy story like that just sticks to you about all of us together? Besides the boxing tournaments.
Well, my memory's kind of foggy. I don't remember much.
Yeah.
But I do remember that car accident we had with BMD, you, Ricky, Jeysen Martinez.
There was a car accident?
Yeah, they jumped the cliff, or I don't know where y'all were racing or something. Yeah,
I
remember?
don't think Ricardo was.
I don't think
You
I was
weren't
there.
It was somebody else.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we were racing.
Y'all were
Okay,
racing?
so the funny story. So BMD had barely learned. He had barely started learning how to drive.
Yeah.
So he ended up sneaking out and taking his mom's ride on a joyride, and we all went along. And we were racing. It was during like Fast and the Furious when it was coming out. And then I think his mom had like a little maroon Saturn and stuff. Long story short, we were racing on the way back, and then he ends up missing that curve, and he goes straight, dude.
Dude.
And just, wrecks the whole car.
No.
Airbags come out. We're all beat up in there. I dislocated my finger because I hit the dash. I hit the dash pretty hard. My finger was like
screaming.
it like bent all the way back, dude. And I was in pain. I was like, screw it, you know. And then the fucked up part is that his mom had to wake up the next day to go to work.
Dude.
That was her only car.
That was her only car, yeah.
Only means of transportation. And then like he tore it up, and then
It was grounded for
we go
months,
drop.
bro.
We go and drop off BMD, and we're like, all right, cool, you know, take it easy.
Yeah.
Tell us how it goes with your mom, you know. So he's like, I'm just gonna let her sleep. And then when she wakes up, goes to work, I hit her with the news.
Calling for work, I can't make it.
Oh.
Car's messed up.
Junior says to talk about the Galveston beatdown.
Ah, bro, yeah, bro. We went to G-Town without permission, right? Like, we're young, man. Like, we went to G-Town without permission from my parents.
We skipped school. No, we skipped school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we skipped
That's a little
school.
bit closer.
Oh, I can't remember the story.
Yeah, well,
like,
we had skipped school, and we all went to Galveston to go hang out with a bunch of friends and girls and stuff. And these guys, they didn't. First of all, they weren't allowed to skip school. You know, nobody was.
Yeah.
And then I think they had to work that same day. They used to work at, was it McDonald's or Little Caesars?
Little Caesars.
one of those
those
two,
two.
bro.
Long story short, They never made it back, and they missed work, and then their parents were pissed, and like they were blowing up his little cell phone. There, me being the friend that I am, they would call them, and I would just ignore it the whole time. 'Cause I didn't want them to leave because they would worry too much, and then their parents would call. They'd start freaking out like, "Let's go home, let's go home." So
We got our ass whooped.
the parents would call, and like they were blowing up his phone, like mom and dad, and then I just ignore it or turn off the phone, you know. And then the mom got super furious. So when we got home, like
Straight back.
they were waiting for him. They were waiting for them like at the door.
Yeah.
As soon as we get off,
Straight chinged out.
like the dad was already like at the
Dang,
freaking
dude.
doorstep with the belt, dude. Like his like leather belt in hand, like ready to go to town.
Damn.
It wasn't that bad.
Dude, I remember your cousin Kojin.
Bro, coaching, he was a lord.
Dude, so I skipped school with him one time, and that was like the first time I ever got addicted to skipping school. And we skipped school because supposedly they were gonna jump him, like all the high school kid or all the football team and stuff like that. And I was like, fuck that shit, dude. Like, let's just skip school and go to the mall for whatever fucking reason. I said that. So we go to the mall, and on our way back to the school, we see his mom literally on the opposite side, and she's locking eyes with him, and she's the same way with him and with her. And
Coaching
he's
smoke?
like, huh?
Coaching smoke?
Yeah. So he's like, fuck. My mom just saw me, dude. I was like, no fucking way. I was like, yeah, my mom literally just saw me. Sure enough, she called him right away. We'll talk when we get home. I was like, fuck, dude.
Bro, she was scared, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, she was scared.
Scary?
She made me cry once.
She made you cry once?
All right, I'm gonna pass it back to you, Sasquatch.
Where you could take this one?
Yeah, I want to listen.
It's so nice. What you got there? You got that bod spray?
No, Tom Ford.
Tom Ford. That does smell good, actually.
Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, man. So, one final question for you. You are getting married within the next 2 months, right?
Yeah, January 20th.
January 20th. Yeah, I'll
Congrats,
definitely be
congrats.
there. Congratulations for that.
Are you gonna be able to make it to?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's on a Friday night, so
Oh yeah, you luckily, huh?
yeah. It was like,
He did it around your schedule. Just
I know. Well, he didn't even know. We saw it. My wife and I saw it. We're like, oh hell yeah, that's perfect. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna request off that day. I'm gonna give me a
Well,
tux.
people don't know that is when you book a wedding on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like $5,000 to $10,000 more expensive.
Really?
Everything. So when you see people like, oh, they're having a wedding on a Tuesday night because it was like,
Oh, it's cheaper.
super cheap. It's like almost like you look at yourself like, fuck it, let's have it on Tuesday. But then you realize like people have to take off of work either that day and the day after. It's a big ordeal. So we compromise with Friday.
I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh hell yeah, we'll definitely be there.
Yeah. So I'm getting married on the 20th, and we are going to Dominican Republic right after.
Heck yeah, DR.
Mm-hmm. Never been. The flight's like twice as long as any flight I ever been.
How is it?
It's like 7 hours.
Not that bad.
I never had a layover, so I have to have a layover in Florida for 1 hour and then go.
Florida's a good state. They treat you like home. What was I gonna ask? I was going somewhere with this, but I literally forgot. Did you ever want to get married? Like just like little Jeysen?
As a kid, I dreamed about my wedding.
Really?
Fuck no. What fucking kid dreams about their wedding?
Like no, did you ever be like, oh, I'm gonna get married one day, I'm gonna have like 10 kids or something like that?
I need to have this. I need to have that.
Yeah.
No.
No, never said that. I always said that. I was like, I'm gonna get married one day. I might have 5 kids. Once that 3rd kid hit, I was like, nope.
You have 3 kids?
You wanted 5? Like,
I wanted 5. I was like, man, I want a big family. But once you start realizing that every kid is different and that certain one, like, just it is like so bad to the point that you're like, no, fuck that shit. That's it.
For me, I always wanted 2, and I always saw myself with 2. And that's just how it is. I'm good.
You're like,
no more.
All right, yeah, that's the cutoff.
That's hilarious. 9:56.
What?
Said, didn't you just ask where y'all are recording He said, "On my way."
My wife said, "Didn't he just ask where y'all at? Where were y'all recording at?"
He did
Next thing you
pull
know,
up.
he's
He
like,
fucking-
he pulled up.
Hey, I'm telling
dedication.
you, hey, next time you need to do one with just them two. Like, next
Look,
episode.
so we met them through him.
Yeah, that's what we're just saying.
Yeah,
just
that was
saying
crazy.
Like everything just links up to like how we all met.
You need to have one. These guys are hilarious.
Hey, try these
you gotta
burgers,
have
by the way.
alcohol
They're really
present,
good.
though, because these guys don't operate.
They don't operate through water.
Yeah.
God.
What?
I said you gotta have alcohol present for these guys in order to.
Oh yeah, I'll bring out the proper 12 for you guys.
We're on camera. So
Bring out
we're
that
That's what
coffee
the
one.
alcohol's for.
Loosen you up. You know Joe Rogan
Loosen
gets
you up.
stoned as hell when he does his
Oh,
podcast.
heck yeah.
We just get sweaty as hell. in
We
here.
just get sweaty. No fan.
Right here, we just sweat.
We're actually going the other way, cleansing ourselves of our toxins.
And it's so like as soon as I saw two more people came in there, I was like, damn, they're more body heat.
No, we're 5 guys.
More body heat.
There goes the fresh air.
When I came in here, bro, I felt that heat, bro.
You felt that heat?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not just me.
It feels
It feels
really
better
good.
out there. I'm telling you. I was even feeling anxious for a bit. I was like, fuck. Like feeling out of it. Nah, I'm good now though. We're about to call it quit. Hold on.
Just name this episode "Made You Sweat."
That's a good one.
My wife said, Ricky. Wait, I don't even know. What did y'all
I
say?
said, you should just name this episode "Made You Sweat."
Okay, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Made you sweat. my wife said Ricky is ready to show his pasos prohibidos at the wedding.
You know how to dance?
No, dude.
Have you, attempt-
I think the only one that knows to dance is Sasquatch.
have you attempted to, like, you ever get in the mirror?
Well-
Because back in the day, when I was a kid, quinceañeras were a big thing, and if you can dance cumbias, it was a big thing. So these guys would cumbiar in my living room.
Really?
In anticipation of the weekend. Quinceañera.
Really?
Remember they would do like the guapangos around the living room.
You too?
I still didn't learn how to do them, dude. I'm a terrible dancer. I have no
rhythm.
Nothing. I'm
Yeah,
still.
my wife said like we're gonna take lessons before we go. We can't look like jokers whenever the time comes.
The thing is, you drink and you make it feel. It makes you feel like you know.
I
how
can't
to
drink
dance.
no more, man.
You get loose,
That
bro.
episode of It's Always Sunny.
If you don't want to drink, they have this theory where if you soak a tampon in vodka and you absorb it into your stream a lot faster, and you don't even have to consume it.
I'm not doing
Hey, no, but you're gonna lie. I keep like taking these off because it's like hot as hell.
Yeah.
His ears are all.
My ears are sticking to my head. I was like, loosen them up.
You're gonna need a shower after this.
Have you ever gotten a haircut like when it was hot as fuck?
And then like
Everything sticks to you.
Yeah.
Got that plan.
Welcome to my old barbershop.
Are you still cutting hair?
No, I retired.
You retired.
I still have all my shit, but I mean,
You
I'm sure I know if I,
bro.
start cutting hair again, I can pick it back up. But
You gotta announce your retirement and then come back out of the door.
Yeah,
Like Junior does.
no. He went out of business because of COVID, and then
He came back up.
he got his PPP loan, came back.
I remember I was letting an animal cut my hair for like a while, and I would go to school like a crooked line.
So one time he was like, "Hey, let me cut your hair. Let me cut your hair." I was like, "All right, give me a solid number. You can't fuck up a solid.
Right.
It has a guard, right?"
Yeah.
Somehow he fucked it up. I was like, "How do you fuck that up?"
In my defense, I didn't have the best clippers. I was able to do with what I was given, so it was kind of like they were a little messed up. It was funny because I used to use the one clip for everything, and so when I would edge them up, I'd hit them too hard with it, and like the clips would just cut them up.
These guys were getting.
Yeah, they would get cut, and then like they wouldn't feel it at first. They would kind of be like, until later on when they went to the shower,
He's like,
and the soap will hit their forehead. They'll be like, ah. And like the next day, they're all scabbed up.
Didn't you cut Little Mexi's hair and he would come up like all cut up? And he had a weird shaped head because of his hair.
Yeah,
He had a weird edge up.
He didn't have an
edge
edge
with
up.
his
So
round
imagine
head.
trying to give somebody an edge up like
Yeah.
who doesn't have one. It's like, dude.
Like, work with me here.
It was hilarious because
He had like a little swirly, like
Yeah.
you know, fuck it all. It
but
changed
it was funny
directions.
because like all our friends like they would always let us cut their hair. You know, like
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck we trusted you
They cut
guys.
your hair, yeah, sure, why not? They would sit on the chair
Yeah.
on the porch, remember? And I'll just sit there and just clip them.
I would always give him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, fuck it.
Wouldn't you just
He's like-
ask y'all's moms first, like, hey, me cortar el pelo anillo, ¿está bien?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
He's
it,
like,
yeah,
hell
it's
yeah,
free.
save money.
That's what
Vaya,
their
mijo.
mom used to say, like, hey, are you gonna cut the cuates hair for school?
Their first year of freshman year, I cut their hair, dude.
Really?
Oh, dude, the haircut.
I think after a while they used to come out clean.
I
though.
can't believe they went to school that way. I feel bad for those guys.
Was it bad?
Yeah, lucky. It was pretty fucking bad.
No,
Oh,
His was
man.
worse. I remember that. Yeah, he had like
They
a
don't even go
design.
home,
on
like at one point, like we're like 1 and 0 on the sign.
A solid one.
a solid one.
A solid one.
Yeah, I retired. I probably will never come back. I just can't justify charging so little for my time. And
Like
then
$5 per cut.
and then never got tips.
Never got- Tips were unheard of.
Yeah, that was the
Friendship
shitty
must
part.
have popped up.
You cut hair in friendship.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, people used to know us so well in high school too. That used to be like, "Oh, you're with the crew, huh?" Be like, "How the fuck do you know that?"
I don't know who gave us that name.
Right?
For some reason. I was
Yeah,
like,
we were just like,
why do y'all call us
Our little spot was right there by the tree.
yeah, we would hang out by the tree or like downstairs, like in I don't know what building it was. I don't remember what the building's names anymore.
Have you noticed that the high school now has a fence all around
It
it?
has a fence,
You can't
yeah.
go once you go in, you can't get out.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's
that
sad.
Sucks. Have you
Yeah,
seen
Not like
no,
back in the
yeah,
day.
no more skipping. Huh?
Mhm.
No more skip.
Most of like nowadays, like it's gotten really bad, so it's like they have to, you know.
Fuck yeah, like that bad.
Especially with like, I mean, when we were growing up in school, like you never heard about like anybody like bringing guns. Or
Yeah,
something,
no.
right? Like,
That's what's crazy is that you hear that nowadays. Like,
It's like
school
normal,
shootings and
yeah.
stuff like that. You never heard that. That was unheard of back then. School shootings and all of a sudden they just started rising. Like, what the fuck? People
and
bring
like
guns?
remember back then, like schools were like more like they were really like laid back. Like we would go to like field trips unsupervised.
Yeah.
Sometimes we would just walk everywhere.
Not a care in the world. Nobody would even watch us. Like, we could just go here.
Good old days. I remember when I was in junior high, we had swim days in PE.
God.
And as junior high kids, the boys were excited. We knew that these girls, like, they're gonna have to get in some kind of bikini. And we would have swim days, and we would all like be like, "Damn, swim day's coming up." Do some push-ups that morning. Showed up to school, and then we'll just like, I don't know, just stare at chicks, I guess. Make them uncomfortable.
I don't remember having swim days.
Remember swim day? We swimmed in the
Well, remember when we were young, we learned how to swim the Harvey Kids with Beaches. Remember?
Hardy
Mhm.
kids.
Yeah, we would literally walk from like our class and like it was Tuesdays and
Oh,
Thursdays.
yeah.
We would go to the Harvey pool.
Damn,
and
yeah,
we
we're
would
Yeah.
swim.
privileged kids.
That was pretty cool.
I remember that.
I doubt they do that.
No, I don't think they do that. No, they don't trust people no more.
Do you know how to swim?
Hell yeah.
I don't.
Not doggy paddle. Swim, swim.
I'm a pretty good swimmer.
I know he can't swim. He almost died in the lake. And he tried to take everybody with him. Yeah.
I can't swim.
Really?
If I float,
Not
I
even
float,
like
but
a doggy paddle.
Dang, dude.
probably a doggy paddle. But
So you have life jacket.
I hope so.
Are you a water guy? I'm not a water guy. I'm more of like a land kind of dude.
I'm a land
Like
guy.
people say, hey, you want to go fishing? You want to go do this in the water? Like, don't even talk to me about the water.
Well, I could go fishing. It just has to be like in a secure area. I can't go on a boat.
I get seasick so
Yeah.
bad, dude. I went from when I went to Cancun, I went from Cancun to Isla Mujeres on one of these boats that's like it's like a flat boat where people just sit there and lay on the deck, and then they bring you alcohol and shit.
You got seasick?
Fuck yeah! They told me number one rule is do not throw up in the restroom. Throw up overboard. I went straight to the fucking restroom. And blah. They come out. Who the fuck threw up in the restroom?
Fucking chunk.
I was like, what? It was a rough ride, dude. And then they made us go scuba dive or snorkeling, and we imagined it being like at a nice calm reef. No, it was a fucking middle of the ocean, choppy as hell. You're over here trying to look at stuff, and the waves will come over and go into your
Fuck
snorkel.
that.
It was a workout. As soon as we got back on the boat, we were like, "Do you want to go parasailing?" I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm beat." It was an all-day thing. On the ride home, everybody was just like, "Those tirados ahí, fucking
Like-
dead, seasick as fuck."
Swimming's a work.
It
Yeah,
is.
heck yeah. Because you're moving slowly and there's more pressure on you.
But you're looking a little bit shiny, bro.
Shiny?
Yeah,
It's
shiny.
hot.
Glossy.
Glossy, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have
I-
good skin too.
But I also think it's about time because I've been sweating for like 20 minutes, like not even in an hour. But yeah, man, we should go ahead and leave this episode on a positive note. Annabelle, any positive notes?
I'm good.
No positive?
That's a positive note. He's good.
He's good.
What do you mean positive note? Like
Yeah, be safe, stay safe.
or more like an advice kind of positive
Yeah.
way?
Leave us like the audience in a positive note. Like any advice that you want to give. Don't go in dark tunnels. Don't lick doorknobs.
What's your advice?
Huh? Oh no, my advice is just mind your business. Do what's right.
Carry a fan with you at all times. 'Cause
Carry
you
a
never know
fan
when
with
you're
you,
gonna
yeah.
need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely like a life lesson right here. My goodness.
Invest in a fan. Right?
Invest in a fan. Portable fan. Yeah, pretty much. First off, I want to say thank you for you guys, just randomly joining me out of nowhere.
Thank you for sparing us the ride. Jeez, I feel like
Yeah, I had a feeling too.
I was all over Houston. I went to the west side, then I went to the east side yesterday.
Yeah.
I was out all fucking morning from 4 a.m. to 2 a.m.
So you pretty much know Houston pretty good, huh? 'Cause
Yeah.
you drive, like, does your route always stay the same?
Yeah, I'm always on I-10, 290, and like the 249 area. Then I have to drive to like 59 and Humble.
59 is rough, huh?
Yeah, but luckily I don't have to go there that much. I just go through the airport area
Oh.
because that's where my terminal is at.
Dang.
I like that.
So you don't get tired of driving?
I'm starting to realize that I am starting to get tired of driving, but at the same time, it's like, what else am I gonna do?
So, like, how does your day start? Like, you already know what you gotta do.
Yeah, because I get my route on the app, and I see what I'm gonna be working with. I already know if I'm gonna have a busy day or a short day, like by 8 a.m.
So your days they vary pretty much.
Yeah,
So what happens when you just not coming in today?
I always go in.
What?
No,
Yeah.
but I'm like, well, let's say that you don't go in for whatever reason. Are you like behind, like on your shipments, or somebody picks up your deliveries for you?
Well,
like
if I want to go in late, like Friday, I went in like at 11 almost. I had told my dispatch girl like, "Hey, I'm gonna come in late tomorrow." Okay, cool. And that day I was gonna have that day I was gonna have an easy day, and she took like so many stops off of me, and I was like, "Why'd you take them off?" She's all like, "I didn't know what time you're gonna come in." I was like, "I'm literally right here." She's all like, "Let me put them back on you then," and it worked out pretty good. Like as long as I communicate with her, the lady that does my route, I'm pretty much good. And that's what I always do. Communication. Communication is key. I guess that's another thing I can leave with.
Well, here, let me ask Rick one last question. What do you want out of this? What do you see? Where are you going to take this podcast? Where do you want to see it go?
You know what? I've never actually thought about that because I'm mostly using it for a therapeutic, like in a therapeutic way, because I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I'm not much of a talkative person. I'm not even much of a camera type of person either.
Yeah, you've always been kind of shy.
Yeah, I've always been shy. I've always been a quiet one. So doing this, what I'm doing right now, it's out of my comfort zone, and that's something that I always wanted to work on. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, get more vocal with people, talk a lot more. I'm still a little bit awkward here and there, but I think it's a slow process and trying to see where I can get with it. I mean, if I could get like freaking 200 subscribers by next month, hey, that's a blessing to me. I have like 25 right now, but I know people are watching me because they, it's it's cool to me whenever I go somewhere and they're like, "Hey, I know you from that show."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Dang, that's
Awesome,
crazy."
dude. Because you started it was like in October, right? I believe.
I started in October. Yeah, my birthday.
It was like in October.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I started in October, and I mean, it's a slow process. You know, I mean, if I get to get to have like certain amount of subscribers, hey, I'll take that as a blessing, and I'll keep doing what I've been doing. But I'm also gonna keep working on the stuff that's bugging me too. Like right here, I had no problems with the internet connection, and I know I have problems with my internet connection at home, and that's something that I want to work on. I also want to work on the cameras. I'm not always gonna have this camera. I want to get better cameras. That way, I could basically, I don't know, get better definition, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Also, like those, like those nice expensive mics too.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Yeah. So I mean, if
it'll all come, dude.
yeah,
I mean, this is something that you're gonna stick with. That's the thing is consistency, sticking with it.
Do
It's
people
just
like ask you
doing
like
it
that they
constantly.
want to be like
Yeah.
on a podcast or like,
wait, what?
no, I'm saying to people like go and tell you like, hey man, I want to be in one of your episodes or bring me on or something.
I'm more
'Cause
than
I'm sure you got like a lot of
yes.
topics you guys
Everybody, a lot of people have watched my episodes and they're like, "Hey, what can I do to be on?" I was like, "Just ask me, and I could bring you on. We could talk about this. We could talk about that." Or I see what their profession is, and I'll ask them. I'll base the conversation on that. Like Jeysen, like I already knew he liked podcasting. I was like, let's see what we could talk about growing up. Hey, that's a good topic. Let's see what we could do about that. I mean, I didn't have enough questions to ask, and I wish I did, but at the same time, we winged it.
I mean, I could
Yeah.
talk all day.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, I like to come back again. If you'll have me in
Heck yeah,
another
dude.
episode, just
No,
let me
heck
know,
yeah.
Depending on what y'all talking about. if I can
Exactly.
get into it and stuff.
Because I think this is a good time to promote. My next episode will be on Monday night, and it's gonna be the episode of my wife and me and our friend who's gonna be asking us questions because it's gonna be our 10-year anniversary. You know, for a 10-year anniversary, it's like it's a big step for us because honestly, at the very beginning, we didn't think we were gonna last. We were actually throwing divorce at each other like at the first week because we're like we didn't even know each other, bro.
Well, let me ask you this: how did you even meet? I don't remember ever heard coming.
Stay
around.
tuned.
Local
Oh.
space.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Local
Stay
space.
tuned.
No,
Local space.
Honestly, I don't remember ever coming around or anything. That's why I'm like,
No, I think there was a time where like I guess the crew with all of us, we just like dispersed. Well, I eventually went my own way.
yeah,
And I just like stopped talking to a lot of you guys, and I really didn't converse a lot about my personal life in a way. So I think during that time is when I actually started, talking to her. But yeah, stay tuned to that episode though.
Yeah.
You'll figure out a lot of
You said
stuff about us.
Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday night. And I mean, I'm gonna talk a lot about us because we could talk all day about how we started off because it was rocky. We didn't even know we were gonna last anymore.
Damn. So love is blind, guys.
No, what I'm telling you is that it's perfect for you and your girl to do things the way you are doing it right now because you actually know each other. Me and my wife, we didn't know each other, and that's what we were like. So it was so rocky at the beginning.
Yeah,
I mean, no one knows each other before they
get.
get.
Didn't really know each other, and
You
we
were
had to,
just
like,
like being awkward, like, so
we had to
do
grow
you
up
like
quick.
stuff?
Huh?
So we had to like grow up quick because we didn't really know each other. We were just kind of like dated like a month or two, and then by the third month we were like living together and stuff.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, but it was different
we're
for us because we
strangers.
got married like really fast too.
That's what we call accelerated love.
Yeah.
That's what we call Mexican love. If you know that, it's where they choose marriage and kids before anything else.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're over 2 hours and 3 minutes. So, all right, guys.
You can't sweat anymore.
No, thank God.
He is done.
I'm done for the day. All right, we'll see you guys back on Monday. Hopefully, we have a good good audience that day too. All right, we'll see you then.
Later, guys.